Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z-Birds Idell. With me, as always, the boys in our building. We got my main man, Angry John Rosado.
What's up?
We got Big Dr. Schultz.
How's it going?
And we got my co-host, my main man, Moneyline Welsh.
What's up?
What's going on, buddy? A lot. We got a lot going on.
To cover. Greenfield baseball. GBA's having an outing at Meadowink Golf Course. We're going to be there. A bunch of cannons are going to be there. It'll be a fun time. September 30th. I tweeted the link. Hit us up if you want to put a foursome together. Sign up September 30th, GBA/GFP. Golf outing. Get a team together. Hang out. Have a couple cold ones. I don't know if I'm ever drinking again after this weekend, but
yeah, you're drinking
I'm sure
again.
Somebody will. That's what, 3 weeks away. That's plenty of time.
It's posted on our Facebook. I posted on under my personal account and then under Friends of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We also posted it there, so definitely sign up for that. Help Greenfield Youth Sports and have a freaking blast.
Yeah.
I got one more thing real quick. Tickets are available right now for the Comtra comedy show on September 29th, Friday. The first show back at Comtra in a while. Actually, I got a message today. It holds 175 people. Already sold 62 tickets.
Woo!
It's a great lineup. It's me, Joe Welsh, Trey McDonough, Dawn Orner, and I'm fucking forgetting. Monty Rabner. And it's going to be off the hook.
Yeah,
like
people are going to have to suffer through Trey, but besides that, everybody else will be good.
It'll be a good
giving
time.
Trey a hard time. Contra back in action.
Yeah.
What do they do during the summer out there?
Not the people that own it have a lot going on. Like he has another business. He bought that building. It kind of like he needed this office. It came with a theater that was already running plays and stuff. And then they started taking on the comedy part of it. And then they were like, in the summer, they kind of want to do their own thing, but they're bringing comedy back. And I think it's going to be. I don't think there's going to be a stop this time. I think they're like, yo, we're going to settle in. And we're going to keep doing comedy once a month. We're going to bang a show out. And if it goes well, there was a point where we were doing 2 shows a month out there, and they were going well.
Yeah, Cranberry, man. It's jumping out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so go to the comedy show the 29th and then golf outing on the 30th. Big GFP weekend.
Solid weekend.
That is a solid weekend, dude. I mean, it don't get much better than that.
I got a wedding on the 29th.
Ooh.
You do?
I do. Leanie's people.
So you can act like a fool and get drunk.
Nah, dude. I mean, she's very pregnant at this point, so
You got to be like the concerned husband.
I'm getting there. Yeah, it's it's getting to be game time.
Yeah.
That time you don't want to be all banged up, out of control. You know what I mean?
Goes into labor and you're fucking.
However, though, there's no kid there yet.
There.
So you want to be
So
banged.
There's that.
I'm also running out of opportunities.
Yeah,
to
that's
do
it.
so.
Yeah.
And that's where the pickle comes in, John. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I'll probably, if it goes the way I think it's gonna go on the wedding, I'll be like, oh, you know what I mean? I'll be like, the kid, blah blah, because it's not really my friends, and she's pregnant. You know, I can imagine her like having like being there that long. You know, we'll do the whole thing. She's in the wedding, but like, you know, she gets on them dogs for a while. They start barking, so she wants to get out of there.
She's like, Chad, can you grab my flip-flops?
And then everyone's like, oh, you're being so responsible. And then I get around Greenfield people. And
Yeah, that baseball outing.
Yeah, and I black out on that Sunday or Saturday, whatever that is.
10:30. That's a good time to
Yeah.
start drinking on a
Yeah,
Saturday.
it's nice and early.
Yeah, get it
That
over
won't
with.
ruin your day.
Yeah.
No, it's fun. Golf outings are the best. Speaking of comedy shows, how'd that one go in Square Hill this weekend?
Dude, we had a great turnout. I think we had about 100 people there. Shuley did a great job. It was me, Marcus Clark, Shuley, Samantha Bentley, and Monty Rabner. Dude, Samantha Bentley had me fucking dying. So, like, she just became a grandmother, and she just came out on stage, and she was like, man, I just realized something. She was like, my boyfriend was asking me to suck his dick in the car. And I was like, man, I can't be doing that shit no more. I'm a grandma. Like, grandmas can't be sucking dick out in the car in front of the bar. You know what I mean?
That's such a funny thing to think about. But
Dude,
like,
it's true.
she has a point.
She's hilarious, dude.
There's a point where you got to stop sucking dick outside.
Yeah, and like, I guess it's when you become a grandma.
Yeah, that's probably a good ending point.
That's a good rule of thumb.
That's like, my mom's like, Michael didn't have any kids, so she just
She's still sucking dick outside.
like smoking like a Navajo. Seymour Dixon airport urinal. But yeah,
You just can't resist, can you?
we're having fun telling jokes on the podcast. Like,
Text messages will be coming.
It's like, listen, we're never to talk about this again. And I say, I know. I could see him just fucking his eyes light up when it's like coming. Can't resist. That's all right.
But the comedy show was great. Eagle Tits got drunk, and then I got to ride Eagle Tits home. And like every time Eagle Tits drinks and I ride him home, he gets like all sentimental. Like, dude, I'm just so proud of you. And like,
Oh, that's nice.
it is nice, dude. And I was like, all right, Eagle Tits. I was like, you're my man.
It's not Eagle Tits isn't a grandma. He could suck your dick outside.
Yeah.
And he said he didn't, but you know what I mean?
He ain't a paw.
No, but Eagle Tits is a good time. But I'll tell you what, it was just a fun ass crowd. It was a fun night. Great turnout. I love doing shows up there at Squirrel Hill Sports Bar. A lot of you always find like some randoms you haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah. Yes, you will.
Like Carlo.
Yeah.
My buddy from Vegas was up there, Spider Looch. I mean, he was just completely out of control, doing shots.
Eagle Tits. What do you get? When you get all drunk? What do you get drunk on? Beer, liquor, wine coolers.
Usually Yingling.
Yingling. Get all wound up on the
This
Yingling.
beer guy, huh? That's
Lager.
Eagle Tits likes a free drink. Like he's good.
Who
for
doesn't?
No, everyone does.
Well, I
So,
roofied him. That's why
I
he was
like
all
I
sentimental.
like when Eagle Tits is around because people buy him drinks just because he's Eagle Tits.
Yeah. You should. I mean, you should probably buy like a couple Eagle Tits shirts, just so like people know you're Eagle Tits when you're not.
Yeah.
I mean, you said you went to ZZ Top the other night and fucking someone recognized you in a GFP shirt. Imagine if you just had an Eagle Tit shirt.
They would definitely 1,000%.
You'd have to shit your pants to keep them away.
I mean, we definitely we wouldn't cut you in on the profits on that, but we give you a couple free shirts.
Yeah, I think so next week we're gonna have Eagle Tits shirts for sale. Larry will definitely get at least 0% of the profit, but he'll get 2 free T-shirts.
2 free tees.
So, dude, I had an idea. So, like,
Wait a second. Let me.
Good.
Remember we were talking about the Eagle Tits tattoo, like the eagle across your titties. If we pay for that tattoo, would you get it?
Nah.
Come on,
Aw,
Dude, that would
Larry,
be
come
awesome.
on.
be a team player.
I thought you were all in. You told me that Friday we go sentimental. You said you were all in.
It gotta be a green eagle.
all in. I like
Yeah.
it.
Maybe we'll start a GoFundMe for an Eagle Tits tat.
And then we'll just
Nipple
keep
to
it.
nipple.
We'll keep him. We'll like get him blacked out.
We'll give him a
with
couple T-shirts.
it. Yeah.
We'll get him a tiniest little bird. We'll get him a sparrow on his arm.
Yeah, we'll give him like a half gram of Coke and some Yingling.
What were you about to say?
Dude, I was like thinking about like this dude was talking about beer koozies on Friday, and I was like, dude, if we had GFP koozies that said "Grab my cooze," like, dude, I think
It's a really good cooze.
Yeah.
that's a great cooze. So I think we're gonna make them. I talked to the Ink Division, and he was like, dude, we could make them. I was like, well, dude, I mean, be prepared to make $1 million because
Yeah.
Strap yourself in.
26, but like whatever.
Yeah, anywhere between 26 and $1 million. I exaggerate a little
Yeah.
bit.
I need 2 of them at least.
Yeah.
So we're up, put us at 30.
Yeah, Shirley gets his for free, so it's just grab my cooze.
Yeah, I like it.
Or maybe even something more clever, but something to do with cooze.
That's pretty clever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grab
I like
my
that.
cooze.
I like
yeah.
that.
That everybody can explain to their children what cooze means.
Yeah.
Yeah, you old cooze,
It's a
huh?
weird conversation to have,
Yeah.
but
Dude, every time I watch Sopranos, like they just bring up cooze. It's said every episode.
Is it?
Yeah,
I feel like so. Whatever is going on in my TikTok algorithm, it is just soprano clip after soprano clip after soprano clip, to the point where like I go back and like watch the Sopranos, but I feel like I already watched the episode because like something's caught up between my HBO Max and my TikTok because they're feeding me the same shit. I don't know what's going
You
on.
think they're in cahoots?
I think they're in cahoots.
Well, like if your phone listens to you, so if your phone's sitting there while you're listening to Sopranos, they know you love. Dude, I get tons of Sopranos. You know what I mean? So like I also get that. So I think my fucking phone hears my TV talking and it just starts playing it because it knows what I
well, you
like.
bring up Sopranos all the time by yourself.
All
anyway.
the time.
I do, but like I was watching it today, and then like Johnny Sack came in the room. He's like, "So we can talk about his cooze," and I'm like, yeah, cooze is such a good word for pussy. You know what I mean? Because it's just like
It's good.
it's kind of like old school. But like not everyone knows, but like 97% of the people do, but like young kids don't. But you say like cooze, like, oh, did you guys see any cooze?
It's making a return trip. It's coming back into favor.
Yeah, it's coming back big time.
The Sopranos is such a good show, but anytime like AJ's on or the therapist, I have to like fast forward through it, dude.
I totally agree with the AJ. I actually have started to like the therapist because I developed mental health issues, but then I hate Janice. I hate Janice.
Janice is by far the worst.
Yeah, she's
Janice
the worst.
and I don't know. I agree. I
The
always
beginning episodes of Janice are so fucking rough.
when she was like Janice in like that beginning when she like fucking when the mother died and she moved back in, she's drinking a Colt 45, eating potato chips out of a bag, smelling her own farts on the couch. Like I'm just staying. She's like I'm just staying until we settle Ma's estate. He's like, what's some old lady underpants and a falling down house? It's worth about $17, Janice. And she was like, isn't it a shame, Tony? And I'm like, dude, she reminds me of someone so bad.
I think everybody's family has a Janice.
Yeah. I called her mom.
Can't resist. Can't resist.
You're the one that brought it up the one day, though.
What did I bring up?
You said your mom reminds me of Janice.
I never said that.
Oh, now Jackson will get text messages.
See what he's trying to do to me here?
Jack,
He's
you're gonna
making
get hate
up
mail.
shit.
Should we
Yeah.
texting Joe to get Jack's number?
Oh, man. Yeah, Janice is rough. AJ's rough. The therapist is just... The therapist isn't rough. Sometimes it's just too long. And you're just like, all right, come on.
Yeah, we're getting too existential into this whole thing. Like, I want to see someone get strangled.
We all like the criminal element. Like I
Yes.
love when they're like doing like grimy shit, or like when they're planning something out, and that takes all the element away in the therapist's office because none of that happens.
Yeah, the momentum's gone.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I used to really
It's like
hate
Walter White's wife, dude. There's not a
Sky.
worse. Yeah, Skyler.
I wish she got hit by a fucking train.
Oh, there's not a
I
worse
hate
character.
her.
Breaking
The
Bad.
history of
the
TV
worst.
is the worst.
So you'll go on rec. That's your.
That's
least-
my number one.
that's
She like
your-
ruined the show for me pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, she was brutal, dude. Brutal. She ruined the show, and then in the Wire when they got to the newspaper, and that ruined it for me too.
Dude, 1,000%. Everyone's probably
That was what, season 4?
That was season 5. That was the final season.
yeah.
And the Sun. And when they got into that,
brutal.
I was like, this is this has nothing to do with selling drugs or kill. Like this is well, I guess it had a little bit to do with making shit up about the homeless killer. But I was like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah, they got like too deep into the political. The politic part was fine. Carcetti, all that shit. Just the paper. Like, all right, we're running out of ideas here. We got to land a plane.
I think
That's why you got to give Succession credit, dude. They could have stretched out 2 more bullshit seasons, but they ended on a good note. It's tough to just call it quits on a show like that.
What show is this?
Succession.
I heard it's good. I never got into
it's
it.
good.
Really good.
I'm still watching Peaky Blinders. I'm in season 4.
That's a good show.
2 more seasons
Yeah.
ago.
Peaky Blinders is one of those rare shows where they had like a really bad season. Forget what it was. It was like maybe
The
3,
first 2
maybe
episodes?
3, and then like then they like totally turned it around, and like the last couple were like
All right,
good.
don't ruin it for
I'm
me.
not ruining it. I'm just telling you it's good.
I had to like rewatch the first 3 seasons because I couldn't understand half.
Yeah, you
got
gotta
to
watch it in subtitles.
Saying. No. I swear to God, now I think in like English, in old English.
The King's
in my head.
English.
Yeah, the King's English.
Yeah, I mean
exactly.
subtitles make it a little easier, but before you
They're speaking English.
right, but you just said you can't understand it.
Well, you got
You got to rewatch 3
Yeah,
seasons.
Yeah, so
You
I'm
got to
telling
acclimate yourself.
You could just read it.
I feel like
Dude, my Maria, whose birthday's this week, happy birthday, Maria.
Happy birthday,
birthday.
Maria.
Always puts the subtitles on, and I just never take them off, so it's like on everything.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a big subtitle
I
guy.
like
I
the
hate it.
subtitles
I
now,
hate it.
especially if I'm like in bed and like trying to keep the volume down a little bit. It helps.
Yeah,
It makes you. It almost makes you hear it better.
right. It does. There's something
Well,
to it.
you're reading it in your head. That's
Right.
Thing you hear it.
I get that, but like I don't know. Yeah, it makes it easier to comprehend. Morgan Wallen, Porta fight, huh?
Man, was
That feels like it was 2 weeks ago at this point.
I was just gonna say
it happened
seems-
last Wednesday.
That's
It was like-
yeah, it was.
We
yeah.
came on Tuesday. Wednesday, the fucking story broke. I mean, that was
Dude,
just-
I think I probably watched it at least 10,000 times. I don't know
Yeah.
why I couldn't stop watching it.
Dude, I put it Knuck If You Buck over it on TikTok. It was fucking blowing up, and then TikTok fucking shut it down. TikTok's they're the worst, dude.
Why they shut it down?
because it's us.
Because it's like, what did they call it? We broke the like community guidelines or something because of like fight. It was like a fight, I guess, dude. But it was blowing up like instantly. Like we had like 150 likes, all these comments. It had like 8,000 views in like 11 minutes or some shit like that. And I was like, oh, we got one here. Next thing I know, bam, shut down.
I'm telling you why it got shut down, because bigger fish were posting it and they were pulling down the little guy who was posting it. I'm telling you, because I've seen
Instagram let us keep it up. But
Instagram did, but on TikTok, other people had that fucking video up.
Facebook pulled it too.
yeah,
I got my first
Did they?
content warning.
And because they were saying, because like it was like the bigger people were posting it, and like little peons like us, I guess you'd say, they were ripping it down. But credit to Jack, we were one of the first people in Pittsburgh to post it, like the first like organization.
the fucked up thing is I had that for probably hours before I even
Where did you get
put
it from?
up. I can't even remember. Somebody sent it to me. They were like, "Dude, look at this." It was one of our like friends, I think.
Right.
So you got it like first or second hand.
I
or
got it.
something.
Yeah, probably someone knew somebody or
That
whatever.
was there, right?
But I was like working, and then I was like, "Oh shit, this shit will go viral
is
as
gold.
fuck." Yeah, and
Yeah.
it didn't like click, but TikTok fucked us anyhow. And then Barstool got on it and took all of our thunder.
Yeah, and then
That chick was from Altoona.
the chick from Altoona, and her mom
Her mom.
is hot.
So if somehow you didn't see this fucking clip we're talking about, there was a Morgan Wallen concert last Wednesday. Girl was going to the Porta John. Her mom was like watching the Porta John for her. Girls start chirping each other. Two girls start fighting the girl's mom. Start beating her up. We're about to it looked like they pushed her into the Porta John. Looked like they were about to dunk her.
Spike her.
Give her a
Yeah,
swirly.
swirly in the Porta John. Her daughter comes out of nowhere in a denim romper and some white boots and starts beating everybody's ass, dude. She cleaned house. It was a pretty sweet video.
The double hair pull was
Double hair pull
ruthless.
Drag
out
bitches out.
of there, and then just fucking she
Start
was just
swinging on
cracking
everybody.
bitches.
Dude, yeah, that was fucking great.
The mom looked pretty young.
The mom and
looked
her,
hot.
so I watched the Barstool interview with just her, and then her and her mom were in their car. And I'm like looking, I'm like, Mom, like this doesn't look like a mom.
No, it looks like her
What'd
friend.
you have
It
when
looks
you were
like her
12?
friend. Yeah, and I'm like, did
Right,
this
maybe.
15? You know what I mean?
right.
Like 6? I don't know.
She
No
started
fucking knows.
ovulating about 13.
But yeah, it was. I was shocked when I found out it was her mom. It was a great clip. It went unbelievable. Right, the girl was on Barstool. We were gonna try to reach out, but the story was so old by that point. She's from Altoona, I think.
She
Yeah.
is that
Yeah.
100%.
Altoon.
Altoona, yeah. Where's that? Where's Altoona? Right by Penn State.
Yeah.
not even that far. It's like 2 hours away. Not even.
Yeah.
But like, dude, her thing, like, I was like looking at it just as a dude's perspective and like how shit works on the internet. If she would have started an OnlyFans, she'd be a millionaire.
Well, she's still she's trying to hang on to 15 minutes. She's popping up on my shit now, just naturally. So I wouldn't be surprised if her OnlyFans was coming. But that's something you got to get on Barstool. So what's next? My OnlyFans. That's what's next. And you make $15,000 a month until everybody forget.
Yeah.
As long as you can.
Till you get
Someone,
ugly.
one of our friends' wife sent like this is who this person is. If you want to message them, I didn't, but I started following him. It was on Thursday. They had 5,000 followers. I looked Friday. They had 60. She had 63,000 Instagram.
Yeah, it's a
followers.
big come up.
And dude, here's the thing. You look at her. She's hot. She beat the shit. It's a cool story. She beat the shit out of these girls and protected her mom. So it's just all around a feel good story.
Yeah, I wonder if she's gonna get sued. That's what she said. She's like, my mom's really nervous about them pressing charges, which now you're on.
Well, now they know you're making
they were
some money
beating her
off
mom
it.
Well, that's what I mean. Now
Everybody's gonna try to eat.
now
I don't
they're
know if
trying to
she's.
eat.
Do you think she? I mean, how is she financially? I mean, yeah, if she makes appearances, they're gonna start paying her. But did she make money?
She
off
had
the,
to get paid for going on a bar stool, don't you think?
Fuck no.
No, they do that. I mean, people want to go on there.
I
to
thought
pr-
maybe she got paid for the interview.
And the thing her and her mom said, to get her mom's side of the story, I think that she'll get money off of those clips that she makes from here on out. Her and her mom make a clip, or she makes another clip because she has a huge following. She can make money off that. But the actual fight video, she didn't even own it.
Right.
No,
That's
she's not going to
gonna
make any money off of that. But I'm saying, like, she beat the shit out of those two girls. They could sue her, and it's like, it's on
Right.
camera.
If you don't want to go and do a lawsuit. Nobody really got really hurt.
You don't think, but like,
Right. Yeah. My neck, my neck, and my back.
My cracked cornea or something.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, she did have cowboy boots on, as did every girl in Pittsburgh. I wish I had a cowboy boot store for like a day.
Yeah,
Them white
nice.
cowboy boots were going off the shelves heavy.
I tell you what, I kind of like them.
I know you do.
I kind of like them.
We had our fantasy football draft this Saturday.
Oh,
Thanks for the donation.
John, do you think you picked the worst fantasy team of all time?
No. First of all, on paper, it doesn't look really good right now. But I think it's really going to come together. I keep looking it over. Yeah, my running backs stink. Yeah, I got a couple injuries.
Well, let's break it down here. So John decided to go with a double tight end package. So you got
too tight.
So you want to start a tight end and you want to start a flex, which is a bold strategy. You don't see it in fantasy too often. I'm not saying it's a bad strategy. I'm just saying it's.
Well,
it's
luckily I'm deep enough at receiver.
Yeah.
That I could switch strategy if I need to.
He could start Gus Edwards twice.
Well, so you are kind of deep at receiver. Who are your receivers? Cooper Kupp.
I got.
He's got a ham.
He'll be fine.
He got a hamstring.
First of all, he heals quickly. Everybody knows Cooper Kupp is reliable.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp, who's the dude? Brown.
A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown's a beast.
Yeah.
He's going to have a good season. I have T. Higgins.
Yeah, that's all right. So that's your meat. And then
I got Jordan Addison. Big guy.
Yeah, he's on the bench.
Kind of.
You got Kittle, who you're rubbing double tights with.
And I got Hawkinson.
He's not playing this week.
Hawkinson's not?
No, Kittle's not playing this week.
Hawkinson's going to be just fine.
Joey Bosa and Kittle aren't playing this week for the Niners against the Steelers. I don't know. I think it's bold. You tried to pick Gus Edwards twice.
I did pick him twice. They only let me get him once.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever happened. Everybody always picks like a guy that was already picked before. John was like, "Give me Gus Edwards," and our commissioner was like, "He's already gone." He's like, "Who got him?" He's like, "You do."
Yeah. I'm like, give him to me again.
So John's big on Gus Edwards this year.
He's going to have a good season.
You guys don't have a fantasy. If you still got a fantasy draft out there, you might want to key on John.
I was so
Gus.
excited for this draft, and the beers were flowing. It was getting late in the round. I got thrown off because everybody started picking wide receivers early, and like
that's how it goes.
I know, but in my 12 spot, I'm used to catching like the best receivers, like at the 12, and like they were going. And I was just one of them years. You have a bad draft.
Yeah, you never know how it's going to work out. We'll see.
And
Double tight end.
Our friend,
Kirk Cousins.
There you go.
Come on.
Our one friend, he did get his picks in from prison.
In jail, it actually worked. The picks from jail worked out way better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Like he had that time like honed in. We're like, all right, I'll call you back in like a half hour, and he'd call back in a half hour, and like it was time to like pick again. And we like went way
The first
faster
5
than
rounds
usual.
flew through.
Yeah,
I think the whole thing flew. Like, in all honesty, I think him being in jail made us pick faster because we were like literally thinking like this dude's gonna call back because he was giving the person picking for him so many picks, take him, and him,
Yeah.
and then like we were kind of like hurrying it along.
How long did we take?
We started at what time was it? About 2. Yeah, we started 2 because someone was late. Bees, and then we got done. I think it was like 4.
4, and like it was probably like 4:30.
Yeah,
but like we took a break and like. That's a live draft. That's us writing names down. Well, this isn't like us on the computer. Computer drafts go way faster than that. But like
an hour.
We like to put the pressure on somebody.
Yeah, we like to laugh. We like to
have a good time. Yeah,
we like to laugh when John goes for Gus Edwards 2 times.
There's nothing.
Z-Bird robbed Dicker the kicker off Burns in jail. Burns, how'd that work out?
He said he wants the next available kicker. It wasn't Dicker the kicker, and I was like, dude, I want.
Someone was like, give him Dicker, and you're like, I want Dicker.
Well, he wanted the next available kicker, who it wasn't Dicker. So I'm like, give me
man,
Dicker.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, you think you're in jail? You can throw your friend a little bone.
Apparently
Z-Bird's
not.
cold as ice. Shorty put $40 down on his fantasy payment.
He put that shit on layaway. So you shouldn't even have paid Yogi. Why'd you give him anything then?
It's a $250 league, and our commissioner wrote at the bottom. I don't know why he did that too. Wrote at the bottom if you paid or you didn't. So it said like paid.
I understand why he does it.
I guess it's take.
Well, the
picture
one
and
year because he got all hit and I paid him and he like called me back because he lost all his money.
Last year. Yeah, that's that.
I'm like, dude,
that's all.
I definitely gave you the money. There's like I know how much money I should have. You have it. And then, like, I'm not paying
But
you
it was
again.
just funny because under Shuley's draft, it said paid 40.
Yeah, and dudes started shredding me for it. Like, shows you got your draft.
Need a couple bucks, bro.
Dudes were like,
Dudes were putting money in my beer bottle and shit. Like, what? I'm not homeless.
Glad you
dude.
pay you an installment.
Now, in my
$40
defense,
throughout the year.
I had another debt running. At the same time,
Concurrently.
concurrently. Thank you, Professor John.
You're welcome.
But,
It was just the optics of
the
it was very funny.
audacity of him to write $40. We'll see how long it takes to get the other 210.
There was a lot of dudes firing on cheese soup. Andy made a giant.
I was smashing.
Andy made a giant pot of cheese, and like I just looked over at different times throughout the day, and dudes were eating cheese soup. Man, they had
Spoon.
We got
it.
a great picture of Shuley.
I got a picture of Shuley going to town on cheese soup.
I
Dude,
must
everybody
ate like
was
2
going
bowls
ham on
of cheese
cheese
soup.
Dude,
So we.
are we going to talk about the sandwich?
Oh my, I forgot about that.
Dude, so, we're all growing up. Now everybody kind of brings something. Now I brought triangle hoagies. Dudes cut them up. I go in there, there's just like bologna and cheese laying there with lettuce. Like somebody just went and ate the bread.
Our friend is a vegan or a vegetarian, and he just ate the meat-soaked bread and just put all the fucking meat and cheese and lettuce just laying on it was gross looking. I'm like, and usually it's the other way around. You see the bread laying there.
Right, you don't go for the carbs.
You're staying away from the carbs, but he can't eat meat. So he
could.
He just was craving some meat-soaked bread. I was like, dude, that is disgusting.
Like, you gotta throw that meat out.
Gotta throw the meat out.
Right.
It was gross looking.
Nobody will know the difference. I
David's
did.
dog.
Me looking at that meat lying on the counter like that made me not want to eat a sandwich because like that is it just I want to keep saying optics for whatever fucking reason. The visual of that, again, I was like, this looks gross, dude.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's fire hoagies. But yeah, that was an insane move. And after the draft, we just started munching on mushrooms, and the shit got crazy from there.
It got weird.
Where you start talking about like doing Oklahomas against each other. That kept coming up. Me and Shuley were dangerously close from doing Oklahomas. Thank God we didn't, because we'd both be sitting here with separated shoulders, I would imagine.
I told you, just stand up at the table. I pulled a muscle on my ass cheek.
It was getting dark. When yous were getting ready to do that, it was dark. So who even knows if yous would have ran into each other?
Yeah, and that's what I was like. I'll do them, but I'm not getting off the ground because I don't want to get off the ground and hold.
Lay on your back.
I mean? Yeah, we'll just run at each other like that would have been horrible.
Because that's if you're quicker and you come up, if
you're quicker, you're fucked. That's what Andy was like. I'll do. I'm like, no, you're popping up all fast, dude.
And then he fell off his chair, and I'm like, you know what? We should have got him right now.
Was that off the chair?
Yeah, it got ugly. I had to leave like kind of early, not that early. I probably left around 10, and we were finishing up the bag of mushrooms around like 9:30, and I got picked up in this Uber and.
Was it Beirut?
Dude, I can't, it was wild. Dude came pulling, he had like a brand new RAV4, but it was so decked out. It was insane. He came pulling up, flying up Andy Street with his blinkers going, his hazard lights. It looks like Batman's coming to pick me up. This thing had it had balls. I don't know if he had some crazy souped up edition of this new RAV4.
The sport edition.
High-end RAV4.
It was it was some type of sport edition.
Toyotas are nice.
It was sweet.
It was the TRD.
But he had he had a camera for the front. He had a camera for the back. He had his own rig camera set up. Camera for the front, camera for the back, camera on me, camera on him. Fucking
it was like taxi cab confessions.
Dude, so I'm not kidding you. So I'm tripping hard at this point. It was so hard. And I'm looking and I'm like, this is strange as fuck. And I'm looking at this guy. I'm like, this dude's in a disguise. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
was he?
Looking at him. He had some weird long hair. And it looked like he had a fake nose on. He had glasses. And I'm like, am I on fucking some weird
is he gonna kill
undercover
me?
boss?
It's some weird. No, I don't work for Uber, so that would.
No, I'm just saying he could have been Bill Peduto driving Ubers.
But that's what. So I'm thinking in my head. So I'm like, and he has
it was Nyberg.
Dude, this inside of this car was decked out. It was very strange.
He takes his Uber serious.
And so, but I'm tripping. It's very serious, the most serious ever. And I'm asking him questions like, dude, like, where are you from? Blah, blah. He's like, oh, you know. Because at this point, I'm thinking I'm on like a reality show. And I think it's like I cracked the code. And I'm like, now I'm like busting his balls. And I'm like, dude, I got this figured out. I look behind me. I think I see the production van. You know what I mean? These are all the thoughts going on in my fucking head. I'm tripping my nuts off, dude. So again, I'm like, dude, I like got this. Like, they think they got me. Ha ha.
Turn the tables
Jack
on.
Welch. And so like, I'm asking him questions like, so where are you from? How long? He's answering so fucking weird. He's like, you know, here and around. I'm like, how long you been doing this? Yeah, not long, blah, blah. And I'm like, how long you been working for Toyota? And I've been trying to, like, trick him. You know what I mean? And he's like, I don't work for Toyota. I just drive a Toyota. I'm like, yeah, I know, buddy. And it was nuts. And then I realized I was just tripping my balls off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I had a realization, like, halfway through the ride. I'm like, yeah, this isn't a reality show. This is just you in an Uber getting a ride home as a 41-year-old man on mushrooms. And I was like, hey, man, my bad. he's like, you're good, dude. I was like, yeah, it's just been a weird night, you know, a weird night.
I seen Jack the other day. He's like, I had the weirdest fucking Uber ride. I'm like, oh, yeah, how crazy? He was like, no, it was just me tripping my balls off.
Yeah.
Like, this guy was actually really nice, and I
just never had like
apologized.
visuals like that on like mushrooms. It was wild. Then I got home, and I'm seeing everything in like comic book, like through a comic book. It was wild.
It was like anime.
Yeah, it was fucked up. And
Your wife's 8 months pregnant.
yeah.
Did she like come look at you and just
What
like,
a piece
No,
of
because I
shit.
wasn't being like, I was like, dude, I'm like, she was like, dude, you're fine. But like,
You're
you know,
weirding me out.
drink some water and lay down. And I'm
She
like,
was like, Jack,
I
I'm not
got
your
it.
Uber driver.
So I just fucking like ate a bunch of Cheez-Its until like, then I kind of snapped myself out of them. Okay, I'm okay. But it was that Uber ride had me. I was convinced that I was on like some weird reality.
yeah,
show or
change of
something.
settings like that
You
can
were
send you
peaking.
in a
It
different
was, yeah,
direction.
because I was fine when we were sitting
Yeah.
there, and it put me in a whole different place, and I was like, this is wild, and it was, but it was fun. That's the draft day. That's what we just go.
Draft
hard.
day's the funnest, dude.
Yeah, then
Best
you wanna-
day of the year.
And it's always rough the next day. It's always rough, but you know,
Because it's like the one thing everyone looks forward to for like a month. Dude, start getting hyped.
yeah, you get excited.
I was
fucking
like
11
so
months I
I was
look
like
forward
antsy
to.
to get picked up that day. Like went to breakfast, we went to Target, we were hanging out, having a good time.
Yeah,
Picked some stuff up, and then I'm just like,
I like golfed, and by like hole 15, I'm like, I got in draft mode.
Yeah.
Like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And the one dude I was with, he was like, dude, you're ready to draft, and like, but then you get there, and you just want the draft to be over, so you get fucked up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
not
see,
that we
I
don't.
start early.
You come in a little hot.
No. As soon as I got there, I just
Well,
started.
yeah, me too. But like, I don't know. There's something like, let me get this over. It almost becomes like a task halfway through. The first 5-6 rounds are fun, and you're like, all right, come on. Like,
Well, I didn't want to fuck with the fungus till I was like, at least
yeah,
like
no, I
around
didn't
7.
either. We had a friend rolling hot and just went right into it during the draft. I was like, that's a crazy move.
But I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. All right, let's do some voicemails.
Hey guys, Waterboy here. A couple things. I'll try to keep this short. One, I didn't realize the Assembly Park Sheriff was a racist. He'll eat the white seeds out of a watermelon, but not the black ones. All seeds suck. Guys, we're talking about 3 liters. I graduated in the middle of Pennsylvania in Cambria County, and as a senior prank, we used to build Drano bombs or Works bombs with foil, water, whatever. It exploded and knocked their doors off the hinges. Well, the second one didn't explode. They took it in their house and did about $20,000 damage. Luckily, they weren't hurt. But because the whole senior class was involved, including the sheriff's son, they never prosecuted anybody. Third thing, there's rumors going around. I'm not saying I wasn't around there, but at a certain show, that Shuley was using Z-Bird's material before the show. I just hear rumors. I'm just putting it out there. Love you, Shuley. I don't know what happened, but there's definitely a rumor out there that Shuley was using Z-Bird's material before a show. All right, have a good one, guys. Later.
He asked if a joke was funny. I was like, I'll run it for you to see if it works for you. Mike.
I like walked up back and like I'm like, hey, that story sounds familiar. That's mine. And Shuley was like killing the whole party. I'm like,
Wait, where were you guys at?
He's such a lying asshole.
Waterboy's
he was
house.
standing there. I was like, Mike, that's like your joke about blah, blah, blah. He was like, oh, my God, what are you doing?
No.
Well, tell the story.
Okay, here's.
I don't even know the joke anymore.
Sure, yeah, I do. So,
Oh shit.
so we're at Waterboy's house when I did that private comedy show. I got Waterboy wants to show me something. I come back down, and Shuley is literally down there telling this story about boofing. And I'm like, wait a minute.
He's running your bit.
He's running my bit. And then
That's ludicrous.
And then
That's
I'm like,
ludicrous.
I
He
That's
was
a big
stand-
no-no in the comedy.
He was standing there.
I pulled him to the side like, bro, what are you doing?
He's like, don't you ever
I was like,
use
what
my
are you running
jokes
my
in-
material for?
That's such.
And he was like,
it's a
dude,
fallacy.
I wasn't running. I'm like,
Waterboy, call her next week. Tell the real fucking story, you jagoff.
He did right there.
Kind of like something you might have just did.
So you were saying you were boofing an old lady, and then she boofed you?
Yeah, I greased up my O-ring.
And then Waterboy fucking blowing shit up like, you shouldn't have called in on that. I mean, you should have kept that to yourself. Building
Yeah, any
drain.
kind of bomb you might want to lay off.
Well, the seeds.
Well, statute of
As a
limitations.
diverticulitis guy, no seeds are good. You're right about that, Waterboy. But I mean, I feel like the white seeds are easier to digest than the black.
You know what? I'm calling an ATF on you, Waterboy. Fuck you, fucking
then-
terrorist motherfuckers.
Anybody understand what's a fucking Drano bomb? What is that?
It's like when he says 3 there, but like it has something to do with like putting Drano, aluminum foil, something else. You put it into shake it up.
It's
and
nitroglycerin.
Yeah, and it fucking just explodes.
So they gave it to a teacher, and her teacher took it home. Is that what he said?
We do it in front of a teacher's house, and it would blow up. And then not about the teacher had brought it inside the house, and the
Did
chemical.
$20,000 of damage in the house.
Yeah.
They could have killed that motherfucker.
Could have killed somebody.
Because it shoots out like shrapnel. Because the foil hardens, and when it shoots out,
It's like a full blown bomb. I never heard of that before.
yeah, it's a real thing. Drano bomb.
Yeah, you
I'm
get
about
jammed
to
up for that pretty
about
good.
to send Waterboy a fucking Drano bomb.
Trouble in paradise, Waterboy.
I hate water.
Let's see what we got next.
Yes. Enjoy the show. First time caller. Decent amount of time listener to a good bit of the episodes. I was getting off 70 to 51 and I happened to run into Welsh. And I wasn't sure if it was him. I actually helped show him how to get into the store because the front doors were broken so he could get into the convenience store. And I realized it was him. I'm like, hey, you do a podcast. And he was all ready to do a golf outing. But he was cool, you know. He listened to me about my trip and in a rush, but he's, you know, nice running into him and everything. Keep it up, Matthew. Your show is very entertaining, and I'm honored to be from too far from the area you got from and at. I think your golf game was good that day, Welsh. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's our man Chuck. Chuck let me in the store. I was about to shit my pants.
That's Chuck Diesel Kicks, right?
It's Chuck. I was golfing a few weeks ago, and I pull up to this random gas station. We were out, and I was out far, man. I forget where the fuck I was going, but it was a far one. And I pull over in like a panic to take a poop. I see this gas station. The doors are locked.
Like an old school one.
It was an old school one. And the doors are completely locked. There's nobody in there. And I see Chuck, his head pop up, and he like points to another door for me to go in and like lets me in. And I fucking thank God, because I was probably have to go behind the building and shit behind this building. That's how bad it was. So I appreciate seeing you, Chuck. That really
More
worked.
than
That
you
really
know.
worked out for me. Yeah.
Boys, Brentwood Mike Wees here. So I got a two-parter this week. Gear Grinder and Wallop Greenfield do. So, sitting at a red light, these people, every single time you get to a red light, every day, everybody wants to look at their phone. Look at your phone. Look at your phone. Well, then the dude don't go in front of you, so you give him a little beep tap, like a little beep, and he still don't go. And then you give him the long second tap beep, like the and then he looks up at you in the mirror, and somehow you end up looking like the asshole in that situation, right? That's my gear grinder. Like, why do you end up looking like the asshole? And my second part of what will Greenfield do in that situation is, how long do you wait between that first little beep and the second before you are the asshole? Thanks for doing the show. Love it. Appreciate it. You guys have a good one. Bye.
Surely this is right up your alley. Wasn't this like a big Shuley?
I feel like this happens to everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't give them much time between the beep and the beep. Like,
3
green light
seconds?
ain't that fucking long, dude. You're like beep, 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 and then you're like beep. Like, get the fuck out of the middle of the road, asshole.
Yeah, you give the warning honk. So I usually wait like about 3 seconds before I give the warning honk, but it's just a tap.
Yeah, you got to be a gentleman.
And then if you don't see the warning honk, I'm laying on you. And it's probably about
you're going straight to the nuclear option.
Yeah,
and just laying on it.
Right. You give him another 3 after that.
Another 3, then I'm on it. Then it's a
get off your phone, asshole.
which is like everybody's guilty of doing it. Like,
Not me, dude.
Yeah,
Never do it.
Never, huh?
No, I put my phone in the trunk.
You don't text and drive.
No, dude. I want to arrive alive, brother.
Well, that's good. I mean, but yeah, I think people just are embarrassed and like they get anybody you get beeped at, you get mad instantly.
No,
So I don't know if like you're the ass. Like I don't know if you're the asshole for doing it, but they're not gonna be happy that you're wailing the horn on.
I think it's different though. Now that everybody's on their phone, like we said, everybody's gets caught in that situation. I feel like if you give them a beep, they're like, "Oh, hey, my fault."
Yeah, I
unless
throw a
they're
hand
a
up.
douchebag.
Yeah, throw a hand up.
And there's a lot of those out there. But I mean, usually you're like, "Oh, my fault," and you keep going. If you got to beep twice, you're not the asshole. You know what I mean? The onus is off of you to move your fucking car.
I had a guy big time me today. We rolled up to an intersection and like I kind of missed him at first, and then so I start to like roll through the stop sign, and then I saw him and I stopped, and he like looks at me, but like he had plenty of time for him to still go. Like it was just like it was real quick. I was like, oh, and then he gives me one of these like big like
You're in such
he's
a
the big
rush.
time
Go
giving me the
ahead.
wave. Like shove that wave up your ass, you fat.
Did you go?
Yeah, I went. I was in a hurry.
He waved just with his fingers. Like,
Yeah, but that's what he did. Like some big time. Like like fucking relax, buddy. Just go.
you know what? You go.
Yeah, now we're gonna have a go off.
I've
been in.
I got nothing but time,
Yeah,
cuz.
I've been in enough go offs in my day. If you tell me to go, I'm going at this point, dude. I
ain't got much time left.
yeah, I don't have time to be
The
fucking,
clock's ticking.
yeah, to be fucking go offing with you all fucking day.
Nerd.
What's up, boys? Kenny, Jack, you're talking about a Keurig, and you're talking about the baby. That reminded me, I wanted to tell you, get a baby Brezza. No matter what you do, baby Brezza. It's expensive, but it's a Keurig for formula. If you haven't heard of it already, 5 seconds, you got a warm bottle for the baby. It's worth every fucking penny. And I know you said you were going to try to breast milk, so obviously she's going to be breastfeeding too. And another piece of unsolicited advice I'm going to give you is don't let her pump and dump. If she has a few drinks, they'll all tell you, you got to pump and dump when you got after a few drinks. That's nonsense. You save those pump and dump ones. You mark them a little bit so when LJ is a little bit fussy or doesn't want to sleep at night, you bust out the special baby formula, put them out like a light. And also on those nights when the kid's fussy and don't want to sleep and you think you got it real hard, I just want you to remember, Shuley will back me up on this, I'm sure, that just remember you only got one. Stop being such a pussy. It's not that hard.
All right, I'm not even bitching about it yet.
He said give her a bit of Leanie's Irish cream.
Yeah.
Dude. She has a couple glasses of vino.
That's actually I could see
That's
that.
definitely
like,
100% true.
He's like, worst comes to worst, put it in your coffee.
There's definitely been times where Johanna didn't pump and dump, and they gave it to the baby, and like, oh wow, she's really sleeping today.
really knocked
Why
her
is
out,
she
huh?
nodding
So it
off?
gets the baby drunk.
I would say drunk, but
Absolutely.
it keeps them calm and they
Yeah.
sleep.
Like a little baby Xana.
I mean, I can't imagine how much alcohol.
No, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's refined alcohol.
that's funny. I think my sister-in-law gave us a Brizza or whatever. I don't know. The baby shower is this weekend. We're just accumulating so much stuff, but I'm like, I really haven't got into exactly what we have yet. So I'm just gonna wait to see how much shit we got and just go from there. It's a major baby shower, dude. I think there's over like 100 people coming, so I'm gonna be running. It starts at Sunday at 1 o'clock. You know, it starts at Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's not Leanie's fault. It's my fault. She asked me a million times if that fucking date was okay, and I didn't check it. So
Didn't realize it was a Sunday.
didn't realize,
Steelers were fucking.
didn't realize it was Sunday. Didn't realize it was opening day at 1 o'clock. So
God bless.
Major
someone
day.
was like, "Dude, you coming out after that?" I was like, "No, I don't think I am, dude. I think I'm gonna be running shit from Shenley Park to North Hills for quite some time.
I'm gonna borrow my dump truck.
Yeah. I got lumberjacks' truck. It shouldn't be that bad.
Oh,
But
it will.
yeah, it probably will. But the one good thing about 2023, a lot of people are sending the shit to our house.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's gonna be insane. We got a lot of shit already, so that's always a
Yeah,
good
the
thing.
younger people probably send it to your house. The older folks like to wrap it up.
Because like she's not like I don't think these chicks are like watching each other like open each other's gifts anymore. I think that used to be a thing. I don't think it's like that anymore. I know she's not.
She's not going to open it in front of everybody?
No. Could you imagine fucking sitting there for hours watching her open gifts? 100 gifts?
That's what they used. That was the thing.
Yeah, people like to see what
And then you
got
had like your
them.
one younger cousin.
And we'll
write
see
it
how the
down.
reaction.
Like,
Yeah,
oh,
she
Steve
really like
brought
it?
in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think she is, but we'll see. What do I got to do there Sunday? I got to like bring some flowers and then play a
You show up at the end.
Yeah,
right?
just come in
Yeah.
with some flowers, give her a kiss. Sometimes they have like
Dress
a little,
nice.
play a game.
Dress
a little
nice,
game,
Dad.
like
Dress nice.
Dress nice.
What's the game?
I don't.
what do you want your kid? Something you want your kid to
Yeah, I know she
do
has a
or
board
become-
with like baby pictures of like us. I don't know. There's a couple games. I know we have a couple prizes. There's a lot going on in this baby shower. My mom's been making cookies for weeks. I feel like so.
Oh man.
Cindy's sitting on a stockpile right now.
Stockpile, dude.
I might have to go down there and stop by.
Yeah.
Hey, Cindy, I was in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I got pasta 2 coming for 100 people, so that's pretty much like 300 people in pasta 2 portion. So
Yeah,
the
they
boys might be getting some chicken on Tuesday.
down. I love pasta.
We'll come here early.
Yeah, I love chicken.
Do you?
Yeah, I like good piece of leftover chicken.
Bark, bark. we got another one.
Hey guys, this is Alex. I'm a new listener. Just wanted to comment a little bit about that near beer conversation you guys had. Children drinking NA beer. I used to live in Germany, and it wasn't uncommon to see kids like 16, 17 drinking actual beer. But I suppose it's a bit weird, a child who's like 10, 11, 12 drinking NA beer. Even NA beer I know has 0% alcohol, but it does look a little weird, I do agree. But whenever you're, let's say, like 15, 16 plus, and maybe if you have like an NA beer with parents or, trusted adult, like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Just my opinion. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think the visual of it's more strange than everything.
What, 15, 16-year-olds drinking beer?
Oh, no. I mean, we were
And-
15,
and it-
16.
Right, that's what-
Yeah.
yeah.
When
But he's saying like 15, 16-year-olds like out at a restaurant
Right,
drinking NA with
right.
their parents. But you Italians, you guys your parents start letting you drink wine like a little early, don't they?
I was drinking it wine at like 9 years old.
Like your parents would give it to you? Or
No, like
you would
holidays.
sneak it?
I would sit with my grandfather. I'd sit next to him over like Christmas. He didn't let me smash a couple glasses of wine. That was like a thing.
At
It-
9?
What was
The
it?
little glass.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't getting schmammied, but
You're
I
getting
was
buzzed up, though.
You were
for
buzzed, right?
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Like two little glasses of wine when you're fucking 9 years old, dude.
That's a fair amount of wine.
You're searching for Zuzu, dude. You know what I mean? You're fucked
So you're
up.
asking your grandma who got the Coke.
Yeah, like grandma, make too cold.
What about you, Johnny? You're drinking. I don't.
Nah, my house really wasn't like as traditional as Shuley's with the wine.
Yeah.
I probably like drank a beer for like a Stanley Cup in like the early 90s. I think I just took it and drank it, but I was like, didn't know what the hell I was,
Was your dad home?
Yeah, we were all at my house. There was like a big party and like,
You just fuck it. Drink a beer, dork.
yeah, I
Yeah.
got a hold of Icy Light or something. I don't
But dude, when I was in Italy, like, you could literally drink there. If you can ask for any alcohol, they'll give it to you. I was like 15 in Italy, smashing whiskey and cokes. You know what I mean? And no one looked the other way like it was a big deal. They'll let you do whatever you want there.
I mean, when did we start drinking? What age would that be?
14.
Yeah.
Freshman
Yeah.
year.
I mean, when we started drinking though, I hated beer. Beer tasted gross
Oh,
to me.
horrible.
But you only
You know what I
needed
mean?
3. I only need 3. Not really, but
That's why we got on the St. Night special brew.
Yeah,
I
like, if
hated-
we're gonna drink gross stuff, it must be like malt.
I hated beer. I remember because I had no control over what beer was coming in. It was like
Yeah.
whatever the older kids
Yeah.
brought back from wherever the fuck they
And it
got
wasn't
from.
even like, not even like you didn't have control of like what kind of beer. You had zero control of the temperature of the
I
beer.
was just
as
because
well.
you're
the
drinking
temp was
hot.
the bigger
It was
caught. Yeah.
gonna be hot. You never had ice. You didn't have a fridge. It was like best case scenario. You're drinking outside in the snow, and you could throw your second 40 in the snow or something.
240s. When you drink 240s at night, dude, like that'll get you right where you
That'll
need
get
to
you
be.
Yeah, the end of that second hurricane is a weird feeling.
Dude,
Yep.
The young, I remember getting a 40 when I was 12. I split it with Beaners, and we were drinking up in the alley with like them older kids. And I remember they came back with like a piss warm Blue Bull Schlitz, and me and
tough
Beans
to get down.
And I couldn't even drink the half of it. I literally like dumped, like Bill drank some, I'd drink some. We got to like there was some left, and we just like did one of those.
Get this out of here.
It's 12's pretty young too. I got a case of Miller High Life when we were pretty young, and it was hot, and I had no way to cool it, and I just could not drink it, dude. It was so gross.
You open it, it's like foaming.
It like ruined High Life for me to this day. I can't have one. It was
the champagne.
Yeah, I know. People love it.
Dude, that in the bottle.
Saw a fair amount of it, but it was just one of those things. I still remember this, the hotness of it. And like I said, you don't have ice. It's the summer. I remember I got so drunk during the day on hot Budweisers up the fort. It was like a summer day on like a Wednesday, and like for whatever reason we scored like a 12-pack of like Budweiser hot, and we drank it up at the fort, went down McGee, and I threw up for like hours and hours. But to the point where I had to go home before my mom got home from work and like go to sleep so I wouldn't get caught drunk in the middle of the day like on a Wednesday. The older kids were like hooping. They're like, dude, what is wrong with you, dude? So we're like, dude, we found these Budweisers in the woods.
They're 7 months old.
Oh,
they've been skunked
terrible.
4 times.
That was like I don't even think they make them more with them party balls.
Yeah,
everybody, party ball, yeah.
I found a tap for a party ball the other day at my house.
They like, I think every party ball came with the tap, didn't it?
No, it had the 2-prong tap that like slid in those 2 little rubber things.
You needed a tap.
I have one right now if anybody got a party ball.
It never made sense. Like there was a little plastic bag that came with it that went around the party ball that you were supposed to fill it up with ice, and no one ever did.
No one ever had ice in it.
No,
ever.
It says on the side of the box, use bag for ice.
Yeah, and it fucking we were just drinking piss warm party ball, just like trying to like chug it.
All right, let's take a break.
All right, baby, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We got a couple new sponsors, Dad. Our first is Fat Butcher in Lawrenceville at 1515 Butler Street. Fat Butcher is specializing in whole animal butchery sourced from local farms only. Fat Butcher also serves hot sandwiches and house-made deli items from pickles to pastrami. Located at 5151 Butler Street in Upper Lawrenceville. Learn more at fatbutcher.com.
Fire breakfast sandwiches.
They got it's so their sandwiches are so fire. Steaks are fire. Everything's fire. I actually had the homemade sloppy Joe. Unbelievable. You can they have freezer sealed stuff. Take them
extra sloppy.
Extra sloppy, just like my mama's box. But then
dude, I thought you made a deal. No more mom stuff.
I didn't say nothing.
You never made that deal with the devil?
No, I didn't even say nothing. Our other sponsor is Artie's Hot Sauce. Our friend Artie just put out a line of hot sauces. There's 7 of them. It was like pizza shop, triple pepper. Me and John tried all of them. They were all really good.
Really good.
They are going to be available for sale in the upcoming weeks. Artie just wanted to know that he's put these hot sauces out. If you want to get in contact with Artie about getting the hot sauce ahead of time, follow him on Instagram at Artie's Hot Sauce or on Facebook, Artie's Hot Sauce. You can always message us. We'll get you in contact with Artie, but they are going to begin getting mass-produced.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? If you're listening to Greenfield's Finest Podcast, you probably like to have a couple beers and maybe a couple party favors, and every once in a while you make that mistake and you'll get in your car. Next thing you know, you get pulled over for a DUI. Think you might be in trouble, but you're not anymore. You can call Catch a Lot, 412-456-1221. That's 412-456-1221. If the cops catch you, call Catchel. Let's just say you're out and about, though, and you get hit by a drunk driver, or any driver for that matter, and now you're injured. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit there, be laid up, home from work, not have any money? I don't think so. You're going to call Catchel at 412-456-1221, and you're going to get paid.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Z-Bird from Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're in the real estate market right now, if you're buying, selling, looking for someone to be a property manager, I know just the people. Carlson & Associates, located in the heart of Pittsburgh South Side. Carlson & Associates, not just known in the South Side, they're known all over the Pittsburgh area, and they're great at commercial and residential, and they've got you covered. Call 412-431-1718 or visit their website at casouthside.com. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in the light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Z-Bird from Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're looking to go out this week, if you're a guy or a girl and you're looking for something to do and you and your friends want to go out, why don't you check out 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street. Not only do they got some of the best drinks in the world, they got over 100 craft beers, and they absolutely have some of the best food in all of Southside. So check out 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street if you want to go out and you want to have some good food and you want to fuck. I don't know about you, but shit's always breaking around my house, whether it's my washer, whether it's my dryer, whether it's my stove, whether it's my fridge. Something's always breaking. I used to have a handyman, but you can't rely on anyone nowadays until I find Primetime Appliance. 412-896-1395. They fix TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, and everything more. These are the guys that call, and they get the job done right. That's Primetime Appliance, 412-896-1395. And tell them you heard it on Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's up, everybody? You looking for a fun night out in the South Side, but you don't want to get punched in your face? Neither do I. That's why I'm going down Finn McCool's at 1501 East Carson Street. You want to go somewhere, have a beer, hang out with some people, see some hot chicks or some hot dudes, but you don't want to get punched in your fucking face? Well, go down to Finn McCool's at 1501 East Carson Street. Have a good time and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody?
You're a real pervert.
So we were like joking around. Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael C. Burnside. Now we're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Jack was talking about sucking on Topanga's tits.
That wasn't me. Don't put that on me.
You never seen Boy Meets World?
I've seen Boy Meets World.
You were saying if you weren't, like, as a young man growing up through adulthood, you wouldn't have sucked on Topanga's.
Yeah, Topanga was hot. You know,
You never pleasured yourself to Topanga?
I always thought Corey's mom was hot.
Really?
Corey's mom always did it for me for whatever reason.
I'd take Topanga over her.
Yeah. Topanga. I just seen they're doing a Boy Meets World like podcast, and it was
God.
They were interviewing Zach Morris and Topanga. It was kind of like depressing. Topanga kind of looked decent still.
She looks
Zach Morris looks good, but like they had Sean and Corey's brother on there. They just looked old, man.
He got on heroin.
Which one? Sean?
The older brother. Or maybe it was just on the show, but I remember he had a drug problem. Boy Meets World.
It could have been heroin.
He's like,
wait, Boy Meets World. It was Boy
Mom,
Meets
he's
Heroin.
shooting dope
Meets
again.
heroin.
It was Brother Meets Heroin. I don't remember what happened. Something weird happened.
Boy meets dope.
Yeah. Boy gets Narcan. He was like, but dude, something happened with him and drugs, and I just remember, but like, Topanga was she was a smoke show.
She's still not bad looking if you see her
she's
recently.
decent.
She has huge tits. And she should be a lot better off. Everyone would watch her like if she like finger banged herself. You know what I mean?
Should
Like,
she get an OnlyFans, Mike? That's your answer for everybody.
yeah, just or start like put something up
What are you talking about?
on X videos. Well, you're talking about her stupid podcast with Zach Morris. I don't give a fuck about that. Wouldn't mind like seeing her crack open her sardine can. You fucking dweeb.
So you're saying if the podcast don't work out?
With her and Zach Morris, no.
Yeah.
She should clean out her fish tank.
Man, we had such a normal episode going, I feel.
We needed that.
We
dude.
needed it. It's good. It's good to get everybody fucking back on their toes.
Got me crying.
Dude, what did you say? Cleaned out her sardine can?
Cracked open her sardine
sardine can? Jeez Louise.
All right, let's get off this weird shit. We got a story about
Corn Dick. We had diarrhea on an airplane. They said, was this a dude or a chick? Does anybody know?
It was a dude.
It was a dude. It had to be. They said it was so much shit Like I heard the recording, and the pilot was like, "Hey, we have to land a plane. It's like a biohazard like issue. There, a passenger has diarrhea, and the dude at the what do you call it?
Was it not going down the toilet? He was just shitting himself?
Air traffic control was like,
no, it was shitting in his pants.
Well, why is that like, what's the issue if it's just like diarrhea? He's like, no, you don't understand. There's literally diarrhea everywhere. It's through the aisles. It's on the walls. Like, he's just like, I don't know if this dude was piss steaming drunk and he was just like shitting his pants everywhere.
They're like, Houston, he didn't shit his pants. He shat the plane.
Yeah, no, that's what the dude said.
Yeah.
He was like, he didn't say shit. It's not like fucking Bob saying there's shit everywhere. He's like, there's literally diarrhea like everywhere. We have to land a plane. Passengers are like getting sick.
Could you imagine that smell?
Dude,
Jack actually. Could you imagine being that guy?
Jack totally forgets an incident that happened at St. Rosalia's in the 2nd grade when there was a kid who would eat his erasers.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you remember this? And he would eat the erasers off his pencils. This is back before the internet.
I don't even know if he was eating like the pencils off of erasers, or he was going for the thick boy.
The big boy.
I think he was going for the thick boy.
Oh,
yeah, you would like. I think you would break him up.
He had a pack of freshies.
I think he would start with the pencils, and he moved on to the thick boys.
That was just
quick.
an appetizer.
So he ate a lot of erasers this one time, and he shit pink everywhere, and like to the point where like
in class,
yeah,
if
a trail of pink shit followed him down the bathroom.
And the majority of shit ended up in the bathroom, not in a toilet, but like it's like you
in
said.
his pants. Yeah. And it was like the pink shit just like followed him, and it was like I was like, dude, like I remember like hearing about. I was in a grade younger. I seen it was the remnants of the racer shit, and I was just like, this is fucking. And I heard the whole story from Spider Luch because he was in the 2nd grade. He was like, yeah, dude, I don't want to say the person's name, but he was like, yeah, dude, they kept like eating their erasers and stuff, and they like shit their pants everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
That was like an all hands like on deck like moment where like we were in 2nd grade, Zebra was in 3rd, like all teachers were out of the classroom. Going to the bathroom to
go
make
black,
it, grabbing the janitors.
Yeah,
that poor janitor.
Oh man,
it was Droopy. We had his janitor Droopy.
Droopy, dude.
Droopy Krueger.
He's still alive.
Yeah, he'd be 142. He was about 97 when he worked there. He was just like, he hated us. For one, there was kids eating erasers and shitting on the floor, and then the rest of us were just fucking we were eco-terrorists.
Yeah, fucking with Droopy.
Yeah, we were fucking throwing chocolate milks at him. Poor fucking Droopy, dude.
Poor Droopy, dude.
R.I.P. Droop.
I was a janitor for us, like
St. Rosalia's.
No, at the community day school in Squirrel Hill, for pretty much a whole school year. And
when the fuck did you do this?
So
I remember.
I was a nighttime janitor at community day school in college. I would go up there. I worked like the 3 to 11 shift, so I wasn't there when like we would get there when the kids were leaving, and then we would just like clean the classrooms and shit like that.
Okay.
But like, so it's not like I was on call for like the throw ups and stuff like that. But like those fucking kids were fucking filthy, dude. It was.
They're animals.
Yeah,
you'll find out. Don't worry.
That's a rough fucking gig. But yeah, I didn't run into any pink shit. That was I forgot completely about that.
I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, just think it. You're not gonna be able to digest an eraser. That's not something your body.
It seems like he digested it. It just
he wasn't smart.
If he shit out, he digested it.
I guess, but like not if you're just shitting pink. That's like
not gonna change the color.
No, it's like no.
You eat a watermelon, you don't shit red.
Well, yeah, you don't digest corn, and when you take a poop, you see all the corn in your poop.
It's still yellow though.
Yeah,
old yeller.
I don't know.
We had a guy turn down sex for Alabama tickets. So Alabama's playing Texas this week. Dude was selling his tickets. He had some chick hit him up like, "Hey, I'll give you." He was trying to sell them for $250. She was like, "I'll give you $125 and I'll let you hit." And he was like, "No, I want the other $125." Dude,
what was she, a corn pone or what?
No,
was
she was hot.
Yeah,
they showed a picture, and the text message back and forth with these like dudes was like, "Can you believe this chick offered me sex?" And the dude's like, "Yeah, like people were desperate for tickets." Like, dude, you're in college, smash the pussy.
Do you have a brother?
You were probably gonna take that $125 and try to get pussy anyway. Instead, she was just throwing the pussy at you,
and you're still getting $125 for the ticket.
Right, so like you
And
could
you
go
have a
buy
great
Coke.
story to tell for the rest of your life.
You could go buy a party ball and some cocaine and still bang this chick.
And like maybe bang another chick. So you bang the chick you sell a ticket to.
Yeah.
And then you work on something else.
Buy yourself a pack of erasers and eat
Called
them.
math. Figure it out, idiot.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he's like,
I disagree
Can
with
you
this
believe
guy.
she's offered me sex? Like, jeez.
Yeah, dude. It used
College
to be,
girls are ruthless.
used to be
I'm
a big
appalled.
currency
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah. That's a major move for Texas, Alabama.
Eagle Tits is like, I got some Altoona Curve tickets.
What'd you do for some curve tickets, Eagle Tits?
So many things.
I bet.
So many things.
Eagle Tits, would you ever get a prostitute? Like if say you're a computer guy, like say so you're working, like we pay you in money, but say there was like a woman that hired you, she was like, all right, Eagle Tits, I'm gonna give you either it's $140 I'm gonna pay you, but I can give you $80 cash, and then I'll have sex with you for the other $60, and she's like a solid 8. What are you doing, Eagle Tits?
Depends on if I'm single or not.
The Eagle Tits, you're single.
Boo.
You're single.
Yeah.
You gotta
Come on,
eat,
what are
dog.
we talking about?
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect?
Well, I hope your girlfriend hears. All right.
Speaking of girlfriend, Z-Bird, your girl Kathy Griffin fucked up her face again.
She's a fucking mutant. I mean, that's why I put her on. I literally wrote in Kathy Griffin is a mutant. She got more work done, and then she's like
Is
crying.
that a real pic of her?
Yeah. And
That's crazy.
What, I haven't seen it. What's she look like?
a mutant.
Yeah,
You
she
talk-
looks like a cartoon character, like one of them, like
It's that bad?
yellow, like one of them, like Muppets with like the yellow heads and the big like red lips. Like that's what she looked like. It's all. I didn't think it was a real pic.
It was on, like, if you would ever watch that show, Botched, she was a fucking prime candidate for a botched head. And I'm like, dude, you fucking, I just hated her for the past, like, I hated her forever, really. Past 5 years, I really hated her.
She's a funny comic.
Yeah, she's great. She should think about starting an OnlyFans, sticking her head in a fucking porta john, letting someone shit pink eraser turds on her head. Fucking mutant. Fuck Kathy Griffin. You know what? That's why she's made corn dick, because like you're bitching about money, but you're getting all this plastic surgery, and you're a fucking mutant, and you're still not funny. Like you know what?
Kathy Griffin running out of money.
Yeah, yeah.
She's running out of face.
She said she's not getting any money due to Donald Trump blackballed her. No, your mutant head blackballed you. Like, no one wants to see your muck. You know what I mean? Like, if I would pay, here's what you should do. Say, I'll show up if you don't pay me $8 a person. She couldn't sell out fucking yesterday's, dude. She's a fucking shit sandwich mutant, dude. She should keep mutating her face and do something else for herself.
If Kathy Griffin hits you up like, hey, Z-Bird, I'm going to put me on the Squirrel Sports Bar show. You get her on there?
1,000%, and then we would throw rocks at her. I would call up some of my friends. Would you guys like to throw rocks at Kathy Griffin? And be like, sure, but I'll pay you guys $8 a piece.
I'd come throw rocks.
$8. That's a good
$8,
deal.
it's good money. Speaking of money, restaurant waitress puts a service charge on this patron's tab for being an asshole. So it was a $15 like you're an asshole, like that's how it was like itemized.
Yeah,
like asshole charge.
3 Heinekens, you're an asshole.
And it was $15. What did you catch? What kind of restaurant it was? Was it like a bar?
It wasn't a chain restaurant, because I was like reading through the things, and it wasn't like a chain restaurant. I think it was like just a regular, like sort of like, I think it was like almost like a neighborhood restaurant that served alcohol.
Yeah, so I'm thinking if it was like a neighborhood bar and like this dude banged the bartender and now he's like banging her sister or something like that. Like she came in like, all right, you're an asshole, I'm charging you $15. That's fair game.
And on the receipt it said he had $10 taken off for something else. So like I wonder.
So this is more like a complaining asshole customer.
Yeah,
it seems like that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then because people always will like put like descriptions of people on their checks, and like I don't know if people know that like the customer could see that all the time.
Oh, they can.
They definitely can. Especially if like I used to like this one place I worked at, we didn't have table numbers. So I would write descriptions of the customers on, but it was handwritten.
You're like needle dick.
Yeah, so I'd be like
Eagle Tits Table 7.
Eagle Tits Table 7, right? Exactly. Or like it would have a list of what they ordered, and I'd be like Eagle Tits or like 300-pounder in red shirt or some shit like that. Just so
Kool-Aid man.
Yeah, but like I always throw the tickets away before I got back out there, so I would know where I was going. But you see that all the time where people just like type in like, fat bitch, and then next thing you know, the fat bitch got her tab. Like, why does it say I'm a fat bitch?
Yeah.
But the thing is, though, that on this it was made weird. It wasn't just a description of the guy. He was being charged $15 for being an asshole. Like, so she knew that he was going to see that.
Yeah, she was sending a message. That's
Yeah.
what kind of
that's passive aggressive.
I think
right
he
there.
might have been a douchebag.
He could have been a dick. It kind of makes me feel like he banged her, and now he's banging somebody else at the restaurant or something like that.
Local bar, small town, there ain't a lot of cooze. He's banging.
Yep.
He's taking down the whole neighborhood.
Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, E-Bird.
Yep.
Speaking of gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, we had a man caught having sex with a cow after a farmer placed a camera and an alarm by his cows. So this farmer was so worried about his cows getting fucked that he set up an alarm and a camera because he had a feeling someone was banging his cows.
He's like, these calves are coming out looking damn strange, boy.
Why'd you put this guy at corn dick and not brother in arms?
What's that?
Why'd you put him at corn dick and not brother in
And he
arms?
ported the storm.
He fucked a cow.
Yeah, right.
It's at because it's probably some.
Should the cow
stupid-
start at OnlyFans?
Yeah, the cow should start fucking shoving its muck up Kathy Griffin's sardine can. I don't fucking know. I mean, you're fucking a cow. You're a corn dick. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
dude, it was a
You're
joke.
not.
That was a joke.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I mean, dude, it's probably like some weird TikTok challenge for all we know. We're so far behind. The
I don't think so, dude. I think
Mike's trying to start it right now.
Yeah, sleeping with farm
I
animals
think we
is
just
as
got a
old
cow
as
farm.
They were already eating Tide Pods. Now they're fucking cows. You know what I mean?
cows are gross, dude. I ain't trying to get it. And like, you'd have to get on like some type of step stool, no?
Milk crate at least.
At least.
Oh yeah.
If you had to fuck one animal, eagle tits. So like, just like, hypothetically, like we're not going to hold this against you, but
We're
like,
not holding you to it.
yeah, what would you fuck? I mean, I think a cow would be at the bottom of the list.
Your cow, yeah, they
Yeah.
smell like hell.
Like-
I feel like they're shitting all the time.
A cow, giraffe, because the
I feel
pussy's
like
up high.
They're drolling all the time, and like they're like,
Yeah,
oh,
they're not attractive.
They're
They
in
stink.
mud.
Yeah.
No, you fucking
stink.
everybody knows you fucking sheep.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows.
Shuley's
Oh.
dad told me that, and I was like, wait, so he knew an awful lot about fucking sheep. And he was like, yeah, you get their back legs and you put them in your boots, and you take them to the end of the hillside so they back up into you. I'm like, man, Joe, you know a lot about fucking
like-
sheep.
He's like, why do you fucking guys know about a fucking sheep? You gotta take them to the goddamn cliff. You're gonna push them, and they're gonna push them back.
So I was like, you definitely fucked the sheep. And he just changed the
Surely got
subject.
some sheep cousins out there.
Oh yeah, bye.
Half Shuley, half sheep. Shuley's looking a little sheepish. He's been a bad boy. That was just such low hanging fruit. So
You gotta
fucking
take it
corny.
sometimes. You gotta take it. Brother in arms, Nebraska women's volleyball filled their football stadium with over 90,000 people to watch the Nebraska volleyball game, women's volleyball game. That is a fuck ton of people, and
The team has to be super hot.
No,
dude, I've been to Nebraska. There ain't nothing to do there.
there are a lot of corn huskers.
Corn
There
pose.
is not a lot to do there in old Nebraska. That's a pretty cool event, though. I mean, I'm sure it was sick as hell for those girls to play in that environment. 90,000 people, and they put at a volleyball court right in the middle of the field. It looked crazy.
And I think the credit, like that was awesome for the volleyball team, but the promotion of this was we're breaking the world record for the largest attended women's event ever,
Yeah.
which I think was super fucking cool.
They had to smash it.
I mean, because there's like 8 people at a WNBA game, so they're
Right.
like, we have 89,998 more than any game before. But like, I mean, no, like women's college hoops, I know they do get, but 90,000's fucking
90's
insane.
insane. But like Pitt, I think Pitt's been really like competitive for women's volleyball like recently,
Yes.
and like they'll get a lot of fucking people at those games. They get rowdy for it. College kids will get wound up and go to some shit.
Well, that's like, especially the women's volleyball, like especially like I
Yeah,
see,
if there's cheap tickets.
and there's turd cutters.
People just hanging out. Yeah, like everyone's like an
Who
event. Everybody
doesn't
gets
love
together.
a turd cutter?
Take a gander at some mutton buttons. Try to crack open a few sardine cans. Eat a tuna salad.
Jeez Louise, dude. Are you guys getting into the U.S. Open at all for tennis?
Yeah,
I feel like
bet
it's
on it.
I feel like
Did you really?
On it?
I bet on the one dude that won the other day. The upset. What's Stroff? It don't matter.
Yeah,
Same
it doesn't
Stroff.
matter.
No one cares.
That was the only one.
Nobody
I watched.
cares.
Really good. Like he was the youngest dude to ever move on to the thing.
Yeah, I feel like people really get into it. I don't know. I feel like tennis is one of those things that I'd give it a chance. I might like a little bit, but I just can't.
What, to play it or bet on it?
Probably both. I think it'd probably be pretty fun to play.
I mean, like watch. I mean, I could watch
Maybe
watch some good people play tennis.
Like, will you watch we turn on the U.S. Open?
I was on today when I got home. Djokovic, he
Yeah.
just beat the brakes off the one guy, and
it goes.
I used to
super
like
late.
watch like the Nadal and Federer. Like that was exciting.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't watch it a lot, but I could get into it
Get
sometimes.
into it. Yeah, I mean, I watch golf. I don't see why I wouldn't want to be able to like. Tennis should be able to grab my mind as well. It was on like very late last night. It's like a big like to do. There's a lot of famous people there. People
Yeah, it's
check
in the middle
it
of
out.
New York.
My
Middle of
buddy,
New York.
Yeah, one of my buddies was up there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, Monty Rabner.
This is the
Oh, is
upper
he?
crust of society.
He came back today, but he was
Yeah.
up there for Saturday and Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, I think the later rounds is when the more famous people come in, the tickets become higher up.
Real
But,
outrageous. Portnoy was there last night doing some gambling, and he was like, "Dude, how long does this shit fucking last?"
Yeah.
He was like saying it was all right, but it was just went like super late. There's a chick. She's is she like forget what she does. She's a super hot girl. She keeps going viral every year at the U.S. Open for chugging beers. You know how people go viral
Yeah.
for chugging beer. She's trying to get. I think like this is probably the third or fourth year in a row where she like chugs a beer and she gets a viral moment. So she's looking to get her viral moment. And like I don't know if it's NBC, ESPN, or whatever. They're like fucking.
They blackballed her.
No
her.
good.
They're not letting her get her fucking. Let the hot
She
girl
was like,
chug.
she needs help.
Let the hot girl chug the beer, dude.
You'll let a dude eat 72 hot dogs, but you won't let a fucking hot chick with huge tits drink
Get
a
a
beer.
viral moment. Draw
Yeah.
some fucking attention
At a
to the
fucking
US
tennis
Open.
match?
Yeah.
Nobody cares. You know, show the hot chick chugging a beer.
Yeah.
Maybe flash a nip.
There you go.
Little nip tuck.
What the fuck? Scientists stab scientists for telling end of books. Oh
yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This is a good story.
So these dudes were in Antarctica together, a bunch of scientists, and, there's not a lot to do in Antarctica.
Not a lot of cooze.
Not a lot
in
going on.
Antarctica.
So you have to, like, read. There's probably not
Stuff.
Netflix. You probably don't got any Wi-Fi, so you're reading. And the one scientist would be reading a book. The other scientist read the book, and he would tell him the ending. And he did it to him like 2 or 3 times. So, like, the dude would get halfway through the book, 3/4 way through the book, and the dude would tell him the ending. Dude stabbed him because he kept
Yeah.
telling him the ending.
I don't hate that.
I don't either, dude. Reading's hard. And if you're in a
I
fucking
invested all this time.
and I'm gonna
Yeah,
fucking
he
get
deserves
through this.
stabbed for that.
Yeah.
Once is like an accident. Twice, like come on. Then
Twice
third
you
time,
deserve stabbed.
you get stabbed.
If you,
No.
If
Once you're being an asshole.
Do
First
that
time.
in jail. You'll get
Yeah.
stabbed.
Well, dude, that brings up a good point. It was reading a book is hard, and when you get to the end, it feels so freaking good when you find out what happened. And like people have like ruined shows for me. If I spent like 4 or 5 days reading a fucking book to get through like one storyline, someone came in like, "You're not gonna believe blah 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 is the killer," I'd fucking lose my mind.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
beat you to death with this book.
And you do
Right.
it to me 3 times. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow my
Next
lid.
book I have is gonna have a cutout with a knife in it.
Right.
I'm gonna flip through it and stab
I'm
you.
like,
in
"No,
your
you were
jugular."
wrong. I'm the killer," and I just fucking slice him right in his throat. That's what this guy did. So.
Well, good for him. Is he a brother in arms? Is that what
Yeah,
we
he's
got him at?
brother-
Good for
and
him.
Yeah, he shouldn't be prosecuted for that. That should be a free stabbing.
It is too because he's an international.
Everybody gets one.
Antarctica, they don't come. There's no
He's in
laws.
international waters.
Yeah.
It's out of jurisdiction.
It's, they're nothing happened to him.
Eli Apple's baby mama trying to take him out. She put a hit out on him.
So Eli Apple's baby mama said, she's lying to people when she said she's going to do this, but she said she'll pay for any player's fines who take him out illegally, like take his legs out, get like a dirty hit or something like that. She'll pay the fine. So here's the thing. like Eli, she's obviously fucking nuts. So say Eli Apple's like in there, he's playing a game, he's paying his child support and everything, and then you end up getting this guy's fucking career ended, and then now what? You're gonna pay the fine, and then what?
The money train's
with his money.
over.
You're gonna pay the fine with his money,
right?
I mean, she probably told him the ending of a book.
She didn't think that one all the way through. That's for sure.
No, and I don't think anyone's taking her serious. I don't think any players were like, dude, like she'd have
Yeah, I
been.
don't know. You get some weird player like, I'll do that for you, babe, because I'm sure she's hot.
Yeah, well, like if she starts firing off that mutton button, like she got a lot better chance.
There's always a Captain Kirk dude out there trying to
Yeah.
save a hoe.
Yeah, she's trying to throw them duck gooses around. She needs to throw that sardine can around, and they'll break his fucking legs in no time.
What
He
was
won't make it to
the gate called when the Saints were fucking taking people's heads off? What were they calling that?
Oh fuck, I remember they had the Bounty Gate.
Yeah, it was like
Bounty Gate.
Yeah,
Bounty
Bounty Gate. Yeah, that was fucking pretty crazy.
Yeah,
But
they
that was
definitely
brought
took
on
out
by
Favre.
coaches,
For sure.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it was coaches. Would Peyton get a year for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
the one guy got who's it? Greg Williams was like the D coordinator.
Yeah, he got.
Dude, they showed them when they were like hitting Favre. Dude, they almost killed him.
Yeah, no, that.
They were high lowing him.
Yeah, that was definitely a real thing.
Yeah.
That wasn't just some bullshit. Speaking of football, Doug Peterson had to cut his son, Jaguars head coach. His son made it to the last round of cuts, and he had to cut his son.
That's rough.
That's rough, dude.
But I give him props for cutting him.
Yeah, you
Because
kind of have to. Well, you don't. I mean, you don't have to if he's good enough to make the squad. But
yeah, but business.
It's probably better off
business
if he
is business.
catches on with someone else.
Somebody else. What's he play? Anybody know?
Tight end, I think.
Tight end.
He probably kept him that late so he could get some shit on film. So hopefully someone else would pick him up. Like he probably did him a favor.
Either that or I mean, he legitimately might have been. Like I don't know anything about his signing. Like I don't think he was terrible, but like you said, yeah, that could be one thing. Or he could have been that good, and it could have been like, you know, I mean, they're deep at that position. They are deep at tight end, so like they could have been like, dude.
How do you think that goes? Do you think he calls him in the office and he does it like everybody else does
Nah.
it? Do you think you just do it
You
at
just
home?
text him.
You be like, hey, tell your wife, like, hey, tell Jack that he's
We don't need him to show up here
Like,
tomorrow.
hey, how's
Yeah.
the grandkids?
Or you like,
Your husband doesn't have a job anymore.
Clean out your locker, son.
or you'd be like, hey, son, I got some good news.
See you
You're
at
off
Christmas.
tomorrow. Like, what do you mean, Dad? Be like, you're not on the team. Gotta
You're
go.
off for every day after tomorrow.
Yeah. But at least you got Trevor Lawrence's autograph.
Yeah, that'd be weird. Like, all right, you cut me. I don't get put on a squad. Now I need a coaching job. Yeah, I need some type of
He's back
tight
to ball
ends.
boy
yeah,
again.
tight end tight end assistant coach or some shit like that.
How would you feel if your dad cut you from a team?
Like an NFL, Or,
No.
cut me from
My dad's fired me
from,
from our own freaking business before, dude. What the fuck?
How many times has your dad canned you? More than once?
When I was young, me and him used to butt heads a lot. I've quit a few times. He's fired me a few times. I mean, we're probably
How long
talking
does that
about half-
usually last? How long? What's the longest one taken?
Well, we got concrete tomorrow, so I'll be back at 7.
Yeah,
You
so
know what I
it's
mean?
never-
Yeah.
It's never went on more than
Well, you know what? That was the shitty part. Like when I lived with him, we would bring it home with us and then fight at home. So I moved
yeah.
you know what I mean? And it was a lot. The time didn't take as long because I wouldn't even want to. I wouldn't even come home. I'd go out and get fucked up with you idiots.
Yeah.
You know, to
Teach him a lesson.
Drink away my pain.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
yeah.
what Chili's doing some concrete work, and that's when you left today. Twitch was like, they seem like they have a really good relationship. I was like, yeah, I remember them going at it a little bit back in the day, though.
No, listen, Aussie Joe's fucking 71 years old.
Right,
He's a
calm
lot
down a
less
little
of a
bit.
douchebag than he used to be. He used to be a motherfucker, man. He was cold-blooded. So we used to fight a lot, you know what I mean? But now
That's a lot of time together, fucking living together, then going to work together.
that was brutal, especially when I'm young. When I'm 22 years old, cuz.
You want to get, you don't.
But not, I know everything.
Right.
You can't tell me shit, dude. I'm the
Right.
baddest dude in the world. I know everything, and then, reality sets in
Yeah.
after a
Your
while.
dad ever cane you, John?
No.
No.
You ever
You
quit?
ever quit on him?
Nope.
No.
What a pussy. Oh, my God.
Not
You
bad.
guys have the best relationship.
No.
Fuck you.
All right.
I know, me and my dad, it's not like we're working hand in hand.
It's not
all the time.
direct.
No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's me and Aussie Joe.
Yeah, you
literally
guys are fucking
back
pouring
to back,
concrete
dude.
together,
Yeah.
busting
It's
up concrete
you two.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-man crew.
Well,
Baker.
dude, that's the thing. Well, we had a lot of people work, or not even a lot, but like multiple
other guys.
people working for us. Somebody else fucked up, and I had to like.
He couldn't yell at them, so he
Right, I had to eat the shit sandwich, or like if someone
Why'd you
got
point
fired.
Huh? Why'd you point?
Because the one time this asshole came all hungover, and I got fired because Mike was being a dick.
What did Mike do?
Well,
I was on heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, the signs were obvious. Like, I like showed up to work the one day. I'm like, I don't feel good. And your dad was like, what's the matter? I'm like, I'm dope sick. And he was like, what the fuck's that mean? I was like, I need $40 to go buy heroin, or I can't work today. And he gave it to me.
He was like, here's 30, make it work.
And I did. And then I came back, and I was a little bit toasted. I was like, this will probably get me through the day, but you're going to have to pay me again. And he's flipped out on his shoulder. Like, how many fucking times do we have to pay this asshole in one day? I'm like, I just want my wages.
He's like, I want a fair price for honest day's work.
Is that true?
No, I made that part up. I made that part up.
Oh, man. All right, let's take a little break.
All right, baby. Man. Take a quick commercial break. Be right back with Greenfield's Finest Podcast. You might recognize my voice from Greenfield's Finest Podcast, but you'd recognize my face more from Rosado and Sons Landscaper, where I've been an employee for over 5 years, where I work with owner-son John Rosado. If you're looking for quality landscaping, pressure washing, snow removal, and lawn maintenance, which includes fertilizer, grub control, weed killer, call 412-521-9045. This isn't some pop-up operation. They've been in business for over 80 years. So if you want good quality work, call Rosado and Sons Landscaping at 412-521-9045. Tell them Z-Bird sent you and get the special discount. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Did you just get the bad news that your girlfriend's fucking your neighbor? Well, it sounds like a pretty shitty situation. I got just the answer. Miracle Movers. You need to move in a hurry? Call Miracle Movers, 412-419-2620. They're fully bonded and insured, and you're not taking any risk like you are with your whore girlfriend. So call Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620 and get out of that house before you catch any STDs. Did you just walk into your bathroom and take a giant shit and realize that your bathroom is a giant pile of shit? Well, I got the answer for you. Bath Factory and Window. You dream it, and they build it. Bath Factory and Window, 412-951-3939. From your bathroom to your windows, transform your home with Bathroom Factory and Window. You can also find them at bathfactoryandwindow.com. Hey, what's going on, folks? I don't know if you knew this, but the number one reason people get lawsuits against them when people come over to their house is faulty steps, faulty sidewalks. What are you going to do about it? Your house is a walking booby trap. Well, you can call Giuseppe and Sons. Need your sidewalk and steps fixed or replaced? Call Giuseppe and Sons at 412-421-6711. And if you're looking for any masonry work in the Pittsburgh area, these are the guys you can trust. That's 412-421-6711. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into what's grinding our gears. Angry John, what's grinding them gears?
All right. I hit Eden Park this weekend before the draft, like I said, and the girls already knew what they wanted to order. Me and Johanna took a couple minutes. She gets the buffet. I order. The lady doesn't write it down.
Oh.
Like a hot shot. Brings it was my breakfast smile. I clearly said potato pancakes. She brought over home fries. And I'm just like.
She didn't write it down?
Mm-mm.
That would make me mad.
And that's a lot. I want bacon on my eggs over this. I mean, not a lot, but.
Yeah.
It's only one order.
So she didn't write down just your order, like anybody's order.
Well, she took the kids first and wrote that down.
Right.
And then Johanna got the breakfast buffet, and
nothing
then
to write down there.
Nothing to write down. So she just took mine. Like I got it
up.
Fucked it up.
She all jammed up.
How old are we talking?
45.
She might be a.
She thought she was a vet. Thought she was a vet.
See, like I've seen people like memorize like insane amounts.
Like
I've had
people's orders. Yeah.
Which is crazy because I waited tables for a long time and that was never my forte. I wrote everything down, but I didn't fuck shit up either. So that's why I wrote it down.
Right.
But
Exactly.
I mean, like in her head, you get back there. I don't know. It's just a certain kind of potato. There's only two, right?
They were like, "Hey, hon,
they
what
got
kind of
parents
potatoes
in
did he
Is
want?"
there,
She's
yeah, there's
like,
probably three options.
Yeah.
So
Home fries, hash
She was
browns.
like,
I like
Give
the
him
potato
anything.
pancakes. Yeah. And then Johanna's like, I can just grab them some off the breakfast buffet.
Oh, so you said
But
something.
Yeah, I wanted the proper potato.
So what happened? Did you get them?
No, she did. She fixed it, but still, it was just like,
you were already done with everything else, and then they came out.
well, you know what? The thing is, she even said, she was like, if they're not as good from the buffet, I'll bring you out. Then she was like, you know what? I'll just bring you out because they're a little bit soggy at the breakfast buffet.
Yeah, they've been sitting there. They've been
The
sweating.
ones that come out fresh, they're nice and crispy.
They got the
What do you do on that old potato pancake? You go sour cream, ketchup. What do you do?
Ketchup and hot sauce.
Yeah, that's a nice
Hot
combo.
sauce. Hot sauce is the way to go.
Might dip it in a little bit of the dippy egg. Swirl
Dude, I went
around.
to go to Kelly O's on Labor Day morning.
Oh.
And we were like, there's one up by our house, which is like pretty close, but we had to go to Millville to grab my car. So we were like, should we go to the Strip? And I was like, no, let's just backtrack into North Hills a little bit. Go to that one. It's not as good, but like it's good enough. Completely fine. Everything went perfect. But I'm so happy I made that decision. I had to do a cruise through the Strip on my way home from Millville, and you should have saw that line at Kelly O's on fucking Labor Day. It was insane, dude. There had to be 50 people standing outside waiting to get breakfast.
Really?
Yeah, I mean they
do a good breakfast.
They do. It's good, but like, man, I don't know. Waiting
Dude,
that
that
long.
pigeon-
and like, there's nowhere to wait. People were just. It was hot. Like it was
It's hot.
as
Crazy
hell,
hot.
dude. In that asphalt parking
Hot
lot.
early.
Yeah,
Hot as hot
man.
early.
Oh,
There's that bagel shop by my
Pigeon.
parents' house,
It's
dude.
insane. It's
I'm talking
insane.
like 100 yards.
They
of
said it's the
fucking
best,
idiots
bagel-
standing in line.
Condominios almost.
Bagels in the country.
Yeah, you're hitting Murray Avenue.
Really?
almost.
Number one
Like,
bagels in the country.
Yeah, I
losers.
I've never gone because like I can't wait.
I don't know what like. I mean, I've
cannot
had a good
wait.
bagel before.
Yeah.
I mean, they said
How
supposed to be
good can
fire.
a bagel fucking be?
Number
It's
one in the
very close
country.
to your parents. They never had it or anything.
No,
No, they ain't.
my dad's
yeah.
a dago. He don't eat fucking bagels.
You want a bagel?
Dude. You
Yeah.
nuts? He'll eat
Jewish people
homemade
love bagels,
pasta.
man.
They do.
They do.
I like a good
Bagels
bagel,
deluxe.
too.
I love bagels.
I like a good bagel.
Do you do lox?
You
I
like
never
the
did the
lox?
lox.
No, that's
No,
me's just
guy.
thing.
No, that's an acquired taste. I don't think you have.
Yeah, that's a sardine can right
Yeah, they
there,
do
kid.
the smoked salmon with
Yeah.
fucking yeah.
I'll just do some cream cheese.
But yeah, that pigeon, dude, they
They
sell out
kill it.
every fucking day. Like,
But yeah, like their hours are from right now until I sell out.
yeah,
You know,
what a
there's
good
no
problem
set
to have.
time. Oh yeah, it ain't bad.
And like, there's nothing like around that should like make it that busy. They're like pretty much they're next to an art store,
The
yeah,
art
exactly. It's an
supply
art
store.
store
Right.
and an apartment building,
right?
and that's it.
And it's way off Mary Avenue, and they are in there's
It
they-
used to be a fucking
crazy.
dry cleaners back
Yeah.
in the day, dude.
Insane.
They're just dry cleaning people's money.
Lady's like,
dude.
oh, we got to try that. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm interested in trying.
Can
but
I order it?
I'm
like,
not-
We have to go
pre-order?
camp out to get
I'm
a
not
bagel.
interested in waiting an hour.
Then what
for
are you
a
gonna do?
bagel.
Get like 2 dozen just because you're there? Like,
Yeah,
You got to get a
right.
sleeping bag and a tent.
Yeah, I would like to give it a try.
It makes one of us.
Surely, what do you got?
I've been working. Yeah, I've been working between your place in Lawrenceville and this place in Squirrel Hill. And the thing that has driven me crazy the past week is the people that walk their dogs with the fucking belt.
Yeah,
What is so hard about holding a fucking leash that you need a belt leash?
so you can be on your phone and type. And,
I mean, I've walked my dog before,
listen,
but on my phone.
you're not
you know
going to
what I
catch
mean?
me in a fucking belt leash.
No,
wanna
Jack.
sit with a
I hope
couple-
I catch someone in this room in a belt leash.
I used to have a lady in my neighborhood. She would do it. She would be walking with her coffee.
Yeah,
She'd look-
coffee, book, like,
Yeah.
whatever.
How about this? Drink your coffee, then take your dog for a walk. You need that bucks right now
But,
while
like,
you're
you
walking
could-
the dog.
You could drink a coffee and walk a dog. That's
I've
that's
drank
no
a
big
beer,
task.
smoked a joint, and walked the dog all at the same time
Right.
with a regular leash.
Where are you seeing that more at? Lawrenceville or Squirrel Hill, do you think?
It's between the whole, because I'm running like through like Squirrel Hill to like what is it, like Center Avenue's kind of like shady
Bloomfield-ish.
side-ish,
Yeah, shady
Bloomfield.
side. Yeah.
The whole fucking stretch, dude. I hate them all.
Yeah. So it's a wild look.
Yeah, and they're like, the best, I get it. If you're on your phone one hand, you got a cough in the other, I get it. If you're walking down with a fucking belt leash on, just walking like,
Doing a power walk.
Like, fuck, grab the leash.
Well, you hate people that exercise.
No, kinda. Yeah, you're right.
You don't
I
like
do.
to see people would enjoy themselves having a good day. And you don't like people.
Well,
that
no,
exercise.
I want you to have a good time. But if you want to exercise, don't make it a part of my
Don't make
fucking
it
life.
weird.
You know what I mean? Just
Don't
do
make
it.
it weird.
Yeah, there's a park for that.
Yeah. No, those are strange. Yeah, you're not going to catch me like Zebra. I can see you being a belt leash guy.
Yeah,
You're a fanny pack guy.
Yeah, I know.
Same sandwich.
Dude, I was in North Park the other day, and this lady was belt leashing her cat
What?
Yeah.
Walking her cat?
on a belt leash in North Park.
I bet you she fucks her cat.
Oh, I was hoping she would drown so bad.
I seen somebody pushing a cat around the stroller.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
North Park's nice, man. I don't take advantage of it at all.
Yeah, there's a
It ain't that nice, dude.
You can do
It's decent.
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. The amount of people.
It's so many people.
Is
dude.
fucking. And no, not only that, driving through that motherfucker.
I like driving through there.
Cause
and if you're in a hurry, nightmare.
I
If
was
you're
not in a hurry. I've been picnicking at the same fucking pavilion for like 3 years. You know,
Yeah.
we used to picnic this one. We switched to another one. Every fucking, what was it, Labor Day the other day?
Yeah. Horrible cell service.
I cannot find my way through that motherfucker.
It's tough.
It's like a maze to me.
It is a
dude. Then I'm all pissed off at the belt walkers and,
if
shit.
you're
Dude.
it's a maze. Your cell phone don't work, and then like your navigation shit won't work either.
No.
So it's hard to find where the fuck.
Yeah,
you're going.
I'm like Gold Star Shelter, and then you got me go to like Virginia. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
I got to be less than a mile away from this fucking place. I'm
Everything
in the
you
same
get in
park.
there, you get deep in there too, and everything looks the same.
I wouldn't mind renting one of those little paddle boats over there.
Yeah,
though.
man, a little
Yeah,
canoe.
yeah,
The
I
lake's
could do
nice.
that.
That's what I mean. It's a nice big lake.
Oh, it's nice, dude. I just wish I had better signage.
Yeah.
maybe.
Everything's real old out there. The ice cream shops are real old. The batting cages are real old.
That
The
bicycle
golf-
shop's the best thing going out there.
Yeah, that fucking place is jamming.
Dude, they're killing it, dude.
Yeah, they're turning a profit.
They're
at that
renting
fucking
belt
place.
leashes and fucking bicycles.
Yeah, I don't take advantage of the old North Park. I don't go there too often. When I do, this is very close to my house, and I never go. Zebra, what do you got?
Yeah, this is a real quick one. So there, sometimes before the podcast, I'll hit a spot. I'll go grab a bite to eat up there. I've been doing it for about the past month. Went up there today, sat at the bar, waited 17 minutes. No one waited on me, and I left. I'm like, the one lady acknowledged me, like, "Hey, how you doing? Good to see you." I'm like, "How you doing?" Didn't come over, offer me even a water. Can I get you a water or anything to drink? No one offered me anything for 17 minutes. I just
Is it that busy?
No.
That's crazy.
That's hurtful.
Why do you think they did that?
And I'm a good tipper. It isn't
That's
like
what I was say. Do you think they're doing that because like you're going in there and not drinking beers and like eating the special?
no. I just think there was probably like 10 people at that bar. There was one bartender, and they were consumed with all the other people. And I was like, I had to sit in a corner, or like on the corner of the bar in a single seat. So I don't. The one lady who like acknowledged me wasn't a bartender. She recognized me from just coming in there. She's like, "How
So
you-"
maybe like the bartender thought in her head like she grabbed you or something like that.
I just think she was just ignoring.
17 minutes is a long time.
I left.
Yeah.
I got here at 20 after, just so I could go up there and eat the special because I've been going there to hit it. And then like no one waited on me. I just got up and left. And then like,
We hit it last week. We got in and out of there in like fucking 10 minutes, if that.
Yeah, and but it was busier this time. But
Okay.
granted to that, like I'm leaving her like, "Oh, how was everything?" I was like, "I didn't get anything," and just left. It was horrible.
Did you say that?
How mad do you get? when that
She was
shit
like, "How
happens?
was it?" I was like, "No one waited on me, so I'm leaving." And the girl was like, "Well, wait." I'm like, "I'm good." I was like, "I got to go
Were
make
you furious
magic."
though? Were
I
you
didn't-
mad?
Not really. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, fuck. I'm not
that
going
shit,
back
that
in
shit
there.
eats me up, dude.
Dude, my
I
thing
wanna
is just
snap.
like, I don't go in and spend a ton of money, but like I'm a loyal customer. If you treat me right, I'll keep coming back in there and tell other people about it. I'll never go in there again.
Yeah, no, the bridge is burnt.
They ruined it, so I'm like, fuck them.
What's the name of this place?
I'm not saying.
Nah,
it.
no, I'm just fucking with you.
We could take them down.
Yeah, we could. We might.
Did you see that Dave Portnoy pizza review?
Oh, that was
Dude, that
great.
fucking was crazy. That dude ruined his business. They did say a lot of locals like showed up and like in support, but Portnoy got into it with this dude on a pizza review, pretty bad, and they just Barstool people were insane. They destroyed his fucking Yelp reviews and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
The dude, Portnoy brought the pizza out, and the dude just like chased them out, and he won't give a place a bad score anymore because he knows like the power that yields that he holds there. So he'll always be like, oh, like a 7-2 or a 7-5. You'll never hear him like
a 1.
Yeah, or like even like you don't hear him like going to like 6s anymore.
He gave him a 6-4.
Yeah, well, yeah, because the dude came out.
Well, he gave him that before he came out.
I don't think he did.
Yeah.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
And you could tell he hated it.
Yeah,
so, like,
it looked disgusting.
Yeah, it wasn't. He was like, it looked better.
See, I thought the dude snapped out not knowing the score.
No, unless he heard the 6-4 and then came out.
Yeah, well, he came out and tried to like mix it up with them, and they got into it bad, and this dude just been getting toasted on. They turned him into like merch and all kinds of shit.
Did they really?
Yeah, he's like, I don't like how you just take one bite. He's like, I don't take one bite. What are you talking about? And then he was like, he said something like, I hate everything you stand for. And he was like, what? Like, what? Couldn't answer him. And he was like, you know what? Fuck you. I hate your shirt. It's too tight, fat boy. And then it just turned into something like that.
He started with the
F you. Personal.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they're doing Oklahomas on mushrooms.
Trying to crack each other's sardine cans open.
So happy we didn't do that. I got a grinder. It happened right before I got here as well. I go to that little, like, Etna store. It's like a little like Kogo's or whatever it is down the road, and it is what it is in there. It's nothing great, but it's close. And the lady in there is always sitting in a chair, and there's always somebody else like ringing in, like the
it's a
items.
wheelchair, Jack.
No, it's not. Yeah, no, she's sitting in the chair, and like I don't know if she's always like training somebody when I'm in there, or like she just like calls out prices. So like she'll be sitting in the chair, another lady will be at the register, and she'll be like $3.99, $2.99, $3.99, and like the person ringing in always fucks it up. So I was like getting a water, and I got a muscle milk, for gains, and she was like, she told the lady the price. I got a big water. She rang me up for a small water, and like I guess I owed him like $1.99. And she was like, you messed up. She starts yelling at the lady because she like undercharged me. It's super uncomfortable, and I'm like, I'll go get a small water.
Why can't they just scan it?
Dude, it's like so old school. Like the register, it's like almost like an old banger register you would see at an old bar. Like just like yeah.
You hear the Wi-Fi connect like.
Yeah, they're typing in the numbers, and they ain't scanning nothing over there, and. She's like, she made me feel so uncomfortable. Some dude's in there pounding on the PA lauder, the machine, dude. I'm like, get me the fuck out of here. But it's happened like 3 times where like the lady's ringing up my shit, has fucked it up, while the lady who knows all the prices, it seems like she owns the store and been there forever, is just calling out shots from like sitting down. I'm like, dude, how about.
From the booth.
How about you just type it in?
Like, you're already here. Like, you're always here. Like, why don't you just, like, type it in? And
cut out the middleman.
Yeah, and it made me feel like a dick. And then another, did you guys hear fireworks this weekend? I feel like I heard a ton of fucking fireworks for Labor Day.
None.
I don't know what the fuck was going on.
No, I live next to Hazel. I hear gunshots periodically.
Yeah, I was like, dude, what's up with these Labor Day fucking fireworks?
Nah,
Memorial Day's a big firework. There are some fireworks.
I feel like Memorial Day people were just excited to fireworks
End of the
stands
summer,
are
they
opening
had
up.
some leftovers.
Man, they had some leftovers to get rid of, but they were fucking booming them all night. I'm like, dude, 4th of July is over, cuz.
It's September.
Yep. All right, let's take a break.
All right, buddy. Before we take a quick commercial break, don't forget we've got a comedy show coming up September 29th, Comtra Theater. And also, don't forget to help support us by signing up for our Patreon. It's $3 or $5 a month. You help support the podcast and keep us going. All right, everybody, take a quick commercial break. Be right back with more Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Z-Bird from Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're worried about roofing, windows, siding, soffit, fascia, gutters, spouts, and need help with any of those, call Allen Construction, LLC, 412-954-8337. Whether it's a repair, replacement, they're equipped with the tools and the skills for over 65 years of experience. Remember, Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. And they're not on heroin. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just drove by your house, and your wall looks like a giant piece of shit. Well, you know that's no good, because anybody can climb up your yard and bang your old lady. That's why you need to call Just Walls, 412-889-4401. Fully insured. And when someone pulls up to your house, make sure the first thing they see is your retaining wall, or the second thing they'll see is your wife's pussy. That's 412-889-4401. Just Walls. Hey, what's going on, everyone? I just drove by your house. You got a giant hole in the side. What's that for? So you can stick your dick in it and your old lady can suck it. You're better than that, man. Get that hole patched up. Why don't you call S&L Remodeling LLC? They do roofing, siding, gutters, downspout, soffit, fascia, and they'll fix that hole so your wife quits sucking everyone's dick. 412-628-9717. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. We're sick of seeing your wife sucking all that cock. Are you sick and tired of bullshit pizza? I knew I was. Thank God there's Capizzuto's Pizza on Greenfield Avenue. They've been in business for over 400 years, making some of Pittsburgh's finest pizza. 412-521-6570. Ask for Nubs and tell them Z-Bird sent you if you want the best pizza in the burg. Man, we've been getting some bad storms around here lately. Very bad. Tree actually fell through my roof. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do. Luckily, I found Greater Pittsburgh Tree Service at 412-415-7331. They have over 27 years of experience, competitive pricing, and it won't break your budget. Give them a call today for all your tree-related needs. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into What Would Greenfield Do?
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
That felt sexual.
I'll finger your sardine can.
Whoa. What a weird turn that would be on the podcast. We all just start banging each other.
Dude, you said that one day. Wouldn't it be different if we were all gay and Eagle Tits was getting gangbanged by us all?
Yeah.
Because he would be the one to get gangbanged.
Yeah. We'd all fuck Eagle Tits.
Yeah, we'd bukkake his bald head.
Yeah. If you were guaranteed a living wage, where would you live and what would you do? I
make a podcast and live in Mono.
That was it. You just have this turn a profit and stay where you're at.
I'm fine with that, dude. I'm a simple man.
I have this like weird like fantasy. I don't know, it's from like all the Yellowstone shows I watch where like I kind of want to like live on a ranch and like cowboy.
You want to ride a horse?
But yeah, and like fly fish and do all kinds of like that shit.
Live off the land.
Wow, no, don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna need like golden Oreos and shit like that. but not like, I don't want to be like a nobody cowboy. I pretty much want to be John Dutton.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And be like, be able to like, all right, if I want a cowboy today, I'll cowboy today. If I want to get in my chopper, I'll get in my chopper. But I think there's something like, I think I'd fit in well in Wyoming, maybe Montana.
They're in Montana,
like that.
I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, if I could like get away with it, I would like if I would be like not be able, I'd be on like a Sopranos type, like I'd be like a gangster, but not like Maltasanti. I'd want to be like Tony Soprano.
You want to be number one?
Yeah, or like number two. I'd be Uncle Junior.
You want to be the Padrone?
Yeah.
I always liked on The Sopranos, who kind of flies under the radar, like kind of living wage. He never really gets jammed up, but he's always he's okay. Benny.
Yeah, Benny, he ended up getting beat up at the end pretty bad.
Paulie Walnuts is my guy, dude. I love Paulie Walnuts.
Yeah, but Benny,
squirrely, dude.
But Benny did fly under the radar, and he like did what he was supposed to do. And like I remember he threw a rocket out. What's his name?
Vito.
Yeah, he called him a fanoink.
Yeah, fanoink's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good word. But it's fucked up. But he threw a rock at him because Vito's eating guns. Dude, that was the funniest fucking scene ever.
Such a weird turn to like that show.
That was a weird turn. I'm like, what the hell was going on?
And it was funny because like
he was at the Pegasus.
The episode prior to that, like Tony was like, everything's got to be gay anymore. Why is everything gay? And then like you literally see Vito like getting pulled on or pulling some dude on a leash, like with his fucking Village People hat.
Yeah, with his chaps on.
Assless chaps, and he was like, "It's a fucking joke, guys."
Them was jokes. All those dicks were.
What did they go in there for to like extort it? And they like
it was one of their stops.
Picking up a collection, off the bartender. He's like, "It's skeevy shit."
This episode's pretty much a full blown Sopranos episode.
Yeah.
Sopranos podcast. What about you guys? You guys live anywhere special?
Dude, I'd be on the beach somewhere. I
would like to. I could live on the beach.
I'd be on an island.
What beach? If you could.
I'd be in the Bahamas, dude. You know what I mean? Maybe like, Nassau, Bahamas, somewhere around yonder.
Where
I
you
think
at?
somewhere in the Keys, maybe.
I would do Florida. I wouldn't go out of the country.
Yeah, I would stay in the country.
See, I'll tell you what.
I'll go to good old Ocean City, Maryland.
I like Siesta Key.
Well, see, that's where you guys are fucking up, dude. If you're outside of the country, the U.S. dollar is so much stronger than it is in America. If you're in Bahamas and you make fucking 30 grand a year, you're gonna live pretty fucking.
But you're
good.
still. Let's just keep it this way. You're still only making. You're not making more money wherever you go. Like you're just still making the living wage. You can live comfortably, but like you're not gonna have more money in the Bahamas than Rosato's gonna have in Ocean City.
Yeah,
we're all gonna have the same.
Kind of fucks my John Dutton dream.
There goes the helicopter.
Yeah.
I like Siesta Key because I was down there. I was riding jet
somewhere like that.
That's
what I thought you were gonna say.
Because I'd have a jet ski rental place.
Yeah, right. That's what I thought.
That's really what I would do. Yeah.
You're like Carlito's Way. He's like, you see these cars, man? I'm gonna rent them out everywhere.
If you could time travel and meet your parents before you were born, what would you say to them?
Where are you, Dad? Where the fuck?
Stick around.
Yeah. Why didn't you come to my Little League game?
Are you mad at me?
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, you set that up. You know I don't have a fucking dad.
That's pretty much why I put it on.
That's fucked up, dude. I come from a broken home. You're like, what would I say?
Like, all right, next question. Why does everybody here go to therapy?
I'd get him I'd be like, first thing I'd do is I'd get like I get this DNA sample, but I'm coming back. We're gonna come back.
Hey, I'm coming for you. I know who you are now.
I'd be like, wait till I'm 17. Be like, you owe back child support. Judge Judy would throw the book at him.
There you go.
Give my mom none of it. She'd be living.
Give me her cut.
She'd be living off scraps. I'd be in Siesta Key riding jet skis when I'm 18. Where'd you get this money from? My deadbeat dad. I saved his fingerprint from when I had a time machine.
And now I ride skis all day long.
All day.
Like, who's that chick you were? It's this my old lady Topanga. I'm about to finger a sardine can.
How many skis you think you need to have a successful ski business?
I think they got like 8.
I would say a 10-piece is good.
They got the top-notch skis down there, though.
They're good.
They got like the 2-seaters. It's fun too with
Double
the 2-seater
Dutch.
because my girlfriend won't ride it. So like I ride by myself like a loser. But like you know what I mean. Like I'll see something cool. Like there's a dolphin out there, and she don't believe me because she thinks I'm a compulsive liar.
That's
you riding with another dude? What? You riding with another dude? Nuts the butts or no?
No, just me, dude.
If I wanted to jump on the back of a ski with you,
you go nuts and butts. Jack.
You'd have to wear like the little Vito costume with the little, you'd have to like have
with the ball gag.
You'd have to have a leash around my back, just go like this.
If you could create your own reality
looking
TV
like
show,
a gimp,
what would it be like? Now I'm just thinking like. We just moved to Florida, start a ski company, and start a reality show.
Oh, that would be the best reality show ever.
Yeah, we'd be so tan.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Running with the Jets.
Drinking land sharks all day.
Yeah.
Michael and the Jets.
Yeah. That's what it would be. And I'd get back on drugs.
We'd still do the podcast.
I'd be like, yeah, I was clean for a while. But find out they got a lot of cocaine in Florida, so.
Yeah, jet skis, cocaine. What more do you want out of life?
They'd be like 6 months into the show, be like, yeah, Z-Bird sold all the jet skis last night.
he tore up all your contracts. You guys are broke now.
Yeah, but we're paying eagle tits and fucking fake hookers.
And dude hookers.
And free jet ski rides.
That we sold. Eagle tits look like he has the Vito outfit. Now I'm looking at it.
That's what you should be for Halloween.
I just picture him in it.
Yeah, eagle tits. Would you, if we pay you like a decent amount of money, like $13, would you dress up like Vito for Halloween?
Give me the costume.
Will you really?
Yeah, you give me the
Halloween's right around the corner.
We gotta find someone who will let you pull them on the leash. You know what I mean? Because it'll only be funny if you got the guy leashed and you're like,
I think we could probably find a guy.
yeah, I think I
TL.
know. Yeah, I think I know a guy.
I think I know a guy too. All right, that's enough podcast.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. If you want to check out our Patreon, it'd be great.
Comment.
Comment. Comedy show coming up September 29th. Oh, one more thing before I forget. My friend asked me to announce this for. It's for cancer survivors, and I'm glad I remembered here at the very last second. All right, hold on. Give me 1 second here. Where is it? It's okay. Well, all right, I'm going to post it on my Facebook and on the Greenfield Finest card. What it is, it's for cancer survivors, and you can get manicures and stuff like that. It's called it's called Fight the Pretty. So sign up for it. You actually just type in fightthepretty.com, sign up, and you get a free manicure and that if you're a cancer survivor. All right, everybody, have a great week. Remember, folks, Greenfield loves you. We're out.